Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
What's up, Cubs? This just dropped. I'm Jose Castaneda and
I'm Sean Gill.
And today we are reviewing what just dropped. So, of course, let's get to the elephant in the room. Jack Harlow just released his second major label studio album, Come Home, The Kids Miss You.
Yeah, I think overall it was pretty good. I know some people didn't bother to listen or didn't really like it because it's not their type of music. But I feel like he kind of has he really implemented some more creativity in this album and experimenting different beats, tempos, and stuff like that, and I really liked it. And obviously the song with Drake is gonna blow up because it is just Drake and it's a good song. And he just has songs like Dua Lipa are really good. And it's just he just uses a different type of creativity that other artists haven't really tried to explore yet. And I think that's really good for him.
Yeah, I agree. I really do think that as far as rap, he kind of implemented more of a melodic rap. So he kind of implements singing and a lot of samples that implement. So it's not so hardcore. It's kind of more calm and it kind of just flows through. I agree. I know a lot of people who didn't like the album and the reviews are I guess mediocre. But it's just it's not necessarily for everybody. I really personally enjoyed the album. I think he has some great features. He has Lil Wayne, Justin Timberlake. He got a Drake on there, and then he also has some really good hits on there too. First Class was obviously big. That went number one in the country. Another one of my favorites is Like a Blade of Grass. I just think that it's so smooth and there's Latin elements in it. I don't know. I like it. So overall, I really enjoyed the album. I think that right now people are just on the hate train, but I think that with every rap album, I think give it about a couple months and people are gonna be on the bandwagon.
He just Jack Harlow his fashion, his sense of humor is great. He's just a great person.
Bro, I'm meeting him today.
You're meeting him?
I'm meeting him today.
How are you meeting him?
At a record shop. I'm going after school.
And he's signing stuff? Take a picture with him.
I am. They said no pictures, but I don't really care. I'm excited because he's just super cool with everyone, and to be honest, his audience is really just big. Yeah.
So out of 10?
I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I said a 7 or 8. I think there's some things he could improve on, as with everything. But yeah.
I think he'll get there though. I think that
he's getting there.
He's getting there really fast. His last album was really good, and this one
was even better.
Yeah. So it's just gonna get increasingly better. So.
Royal comes set. There's a pitch to Lopez. Hit into right field. That's gonna get down. Cohen holds up at second. Augie holds up at first. Little station to station hitting there for the Cubs. Augie is fired up. The Cubs are loving it. Kicks and deals. Magpaw's gonna shoot it to first. Only plays to first. We're 6 1/3 innings. Can he get this complete game? Valdez digs in. Royal delivers. Valdez is gonna swing. Hit it to right center. That's down. The Cubs tie it up in the bottom of the 7th. Lopez is held at third. Valdez is celebrating at first with his coach. And the Cubs have just tied this game in the bottom of the... Chavez from the windup now is Royal. Chavez at the plate. Pitch comes in. And he lines one into right field. That is going to get down. And the Cubs have won it. The Cubs have won it. The Cubs are moving on. And they have won it in walk-off fashion here in the 7th. Carson Chavez is the hero tonight for the Cubs. He launches one into the right field gap for a walk-off hit, his second big hit of the night, and the Cubs have just won their CIF second-round matchup. They are moving on. Hello and welcome to Loyola Baseball action here live from Hernandez Field in the Pico Union area of Los Angeles. Temperatures are sitting in the mid to low 80s, around 84 degrees. It's a nice wind, about 7 miles an hour blowing in from the coast. And we are thrilled to bring you some live playoff baseball action, courtesy of the John Malloy Broadcast Club. I'm Frank Lishman, Joe, my partner, JR.
Hello, I'm John Francis, and I'm very excited for this day of baseball. Nice and sunny, nice and windy. Looking for a great day here. Frank, what do you think about this roster that we're about to face in Aquinas?
Aquinas, certainly a formidable opponent, coming in with a record of 27-2. They did not lose many games this year. They got 2 Oregon commits. Eric Batante posting insane stats. He's got a .638 on base percentage. He's hitting .539 with 8 dingers, and he's only a junior. They also have another sophomore Oregon commit. That is Nate Christman, one of the top prospects in the nation. 3 dingers, .526 batting average, and a .576 on-base percentage. As a team, Aquinas, 27-2 record. Like I said, they're number 1 in the CIF Division 4, and they went undefeated at home this year with a 17-0 record. At the plate, they're hitting .373 with 18 dingers and they have thrown 3 no-hitters on the mound. Pretty insane pitching staff, holding opponents to an average of 1.05 runs per game.
Looking great. On the mound, we got Riley Russell going to Tulane. He's got a great arm. He's been the best pitcher on varsity this year, and we're looking to give him all the heat we can. These boys came out. I was looking at the stat sheet, 5'10", 5'9", then I see 6'5". It's going to be hard to combat him, but with our strong arm and our good defensive play, we'll be able to handle him in no time.
Russell led the Cubs this year with a 1.56 ERA. Certainly a stellar player, and he will be continuing his play at the Division I level, playing baseball at Tulane next fall. At the plate, the Cubs are led by Adam Magpok, Tino Valdez, and Luca DePaulo. Magpok slashing .439 with a .553 on base percentage and 5 jacks. He's also got 25 stolen bases, so you know he's a threat all around the field. Tino Valdez, on the other hand, got 20 ribbies and 11 stolen bases. Certainly another threat. Luca DePaulo going to play at Southern California next year. He's hitting .424 and has 3 dingers. Also a stellar fielder with a .981 fielding percentage. That is very, very good.
Hopefully Riley and Luca can come together and make a great play for us today. I'm very excited to see how we come out. These are probably the sharpest and hardest opponents we're going to face all year. It's looking great. What do you think about this, Frank? Our opponents?
Think that Aquinas certainly a great team. But the Cubs are very hot. They definitely have momentum on their side. Coming off 3 straight comeback wins, especially the last one. Coming off a walk-off hit by Carson Chavez, bottom of the 7th. That was certainly an electric game. The atmosphere was amazing. So I'm hoping that we can recreate that type of feeling tonight.
Hey, these Cub boys, they never give up, man. We've been down so much, and even if we get down here, I know we'll be able to come back. We've had some great clutch plays. Magpok, Shea, Urban, all the freshmen on the team as well. It's very inspiring. I think we're going to do great today.
Certainly very true. Cubs are a very balanced team. A lot of great hitters, a lot of great speed, a lot of great fielders. A lot of role players on this team. You can look at every single bat in this Cub lineup to contribute. Not a lot of weak spots. All their players are. We got some dogs. A lot of our players are boys. They will compete every at bat. They will fight for every grounder. They will dive for every ball. They will put max effort all game, all 7 innings. So I cannot wait to get underway. Without further ado, here are our Cubs taking the field, first inning. But first, it's the national anthem. I mean, it's a prayer.
For all the blessings bestowed upon these players, schools, fans, everybody about us here. And I'm very happy to be in this situation. Pray that we have no serious injuries today. All of our honors, all of our actions, as always, will honor you. Thank you again for putting both of these teams out
Already at 50.
where we can play their best and play their hardest.
That's just on live stream.
Yeah, yeah. We always pray.
It doesn't count the ones from Rap
Loyola.
or YouTube yet.
Thank the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
We should do triple digits today.
That was a beautiful prayer, led by Cubs head coach Sean Bueller. Absolutely great coach. Also teaches PE. I am one of his former students. Great class. Definitely a competitor. He'd love to see the boys compete in PE, so I can certainly imagine he brings that attitude to the diamond as well. Yeah, definitely a great guy. Great coach, and he's led the Cubs to a lot of success this year as we've reached the CIF quarterfinals.
Our baseball team has had its runs in the past few years, but we're looking. This is probably the most important game we've played in over 3 years. If we win this, we'll be well on our way to CIF semifinals, isn't it, I believe? Yep. And then we may be able to play for the championship, which would bring great glory to our baseball team. And I'm looking forward to it because I know these boys can do it with all their clutch factors. The speed and power of Magpie behind the absolute just sheer dog mentality and power of Luca DiPaolo will be amazing.
These Aquinas Falcons coming out in their all-blue uniforms, certainly looking the part. Uniforms looking very good, but so are the Cubs. We got a blue versus white matchup. Hernandez Field absolutely buzzing, folks. Crowd is absolutely electric. We got fans, we got siblings, we got brothers, we got sisters, we got cousins, we got aunts, we got uncles. People of all walks of life coming to watch a great baseball game here. Should be an amazing game. Cannot wait to bring us to you.
We got people lining up down the sideline here. A lot of parents, a lot of friends. You know it's a big game when the Little Leaguers came out. They're playing on the mound right now. This is probably the most packed game I've seen in a while from I've come to. We're ready to have some fun.
J. Cole playing on the speakers. The Cubs getting warm. Everything is looking good. First pitch a mere moments away. And we're bringing it to you live, courtesy of the John Muller Broadcast Club. Look at those future Cubs taking their warm-ups over there in the bullpen. Just getting ready to potentially one day plan a stage such as this.
This is the vibe I love to see at baseball games. First ever big Loyola playoff baseball game for me, and I'm so excited.
Starting to feel like summer, mid-80s temperature, the sun is shining, playing America's pastime, the national pastime, playing some baseball. Cannot wait. And here we go, first pitch. Russell on the mound. And that pitch is in there for a strike. The Cubs get off to a great start. Up at the dish, I believe that is sophomore, number 6, Landon Young. Standing at 6'1", certainly an athletic build. 0-1 to Young. That's down. 1-1 is the count.
I already can tell just from this, Russell's pitches are looking very elusive today. Looking to fake him out a lot here.
Here's the 1-2 from Young. Stretch, kick, and deal. Inside, nice stick by DiPaolo, but not going to get the call. Count moves to 2-1. Russell's been a great pitcher for the Cubs all year, posting a sub-2 ERA. Here's the 2-1. That's in there, and he evens up the count at 2-2. Russell looking to punch out his first batter of the game. Certainly would be a great way to get the boys started.
Our Cubs know how to set the tone. Let's see this pitch right here.
2-2 from Russell. Here it is. Pretty far outside. That's going to even up this count. Full count. 3-2. One pitch for a walk. One more pitch for a strikeout. Let's see what Russell can do. Can he get the put-away pitch that he's been looking for? Young calls time. He doesn't want... He does not want Russell to take control of this tempo. He wants to be in control of this at-bat. Here's Russell on the mound, pitching from the windup. Here's the 3-2. Swung on and missed, and Riley Russell gets the punch out to start this game going, and the Cubs are off to a hot start.
Great way to set the tone as the stadium just goes crowding. All the parents in the stands, the kids, everyone's hyped for this, and this is only the beginning, folks.
Now batting for the Aquinas Falcons, we got number 10. That's Eric Batanti. As I've said, one of the premier players in the country, one of the best shortstop prospects in his grade, already committed to play Division I baseball at Oregon. Certainly an impressive resume. Swinging from the left-handed side of the box. Let's see what he can do. Russell versus Batanti. Here we go. That pitch is going to get the outside corner, and Russell gets the call. 0-1 is the count. Russell gets the sign from DePaulo. Batanti and Russell's going to step off.
See,
There was a bit of confusion there getting the sign from DePaulo. They're just going to clear it up, make sure everything's okay.
See, Batanti, on my stat sheet here, it reads that he is the number 1 shortstop prospect in all of California. So let's see how our Cubs can take him down.
Russell gets the sign, hopefully the right one this time from DePaulo. Here's the pitch. It's going to be high and away. That evens up the count at 1-1.
Pitchers are coming out fire today. I can hear it all the way from P304 over here.
Russell looks into DePaulo. Batanti in the box, gets ready. Stretch, kick, and deal. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Breaking ball, missed the zone. Count is 2-1.
You got to be careful when you come up with these great guys. I mean, left-handed hitter, right-handed. He's got some skills. Russell's trying to throw some moves on him. Let's see what he can do.
Look, I'm not mad at that pitch at all, Jerry. You certainly do not want to give a hitter at this caliber a fastball that they can turn on and drive out the yard, as we saw last game. Russell's going to deliver here. That is swung on and missed. Count is evened up at 2-2. You know, proving me wrong, I said maybe don't challenge him. Then he gives him a fastball right down the heart of the plate. Definitely a challenge pitch right there from Russell. I like it. Shows a lot of confidence. What do you think, JR?
I think this is amazing, man. He lined us the pitch. Let's see what happens.
2-2 from Russell. In there, called strike 3, and Russell has struck out the first 2 batters he has faced. Cubs are buzzing, the dugout is loving it, and the fans are having a great time. Hernandez Field is jumping, folks.
Russell is not showing any fear, as we were talking about how he takes the fastball right down the middle to number 1 ranked shortstop in all of California. He's got some stuff on him today, Coach.
Most certainly. And now batting, another Oregon commit. This is sophomore Nate Chrisman, another elite prospect, one of the best players in California, also committed to play Division I baseball at Oregon, as I said. Here's the pitch. That is in there. Count is even at 1-1. Russell is absolutely attacking the zone so far, showing no fear going after these elite hitters. I love to see that. Here's the pitch from Russell, the 1-1. It's going to just miss the zone, not going to get the call there, and the count moves to 2-1.
After every pitch, you hear the crowd roar. From Aquinas' sideline and Loyola sideline, they're jumping off the little bases there. Let's see what happens.
That's an inside pitch. That one got away from him. Definitely not where he wanted that one. Count moved to 3-1. Russell looking to get back into the at bat.
Russell's got to get in the zone here. If we strike all 3 of these guys out, Aquinas is going to be very fearful when they come up. And hopefully, Magpox starting off first gives a lot of heat.
Russell looks in for the sign from DePaulo. Pitching from the windup. Kick and deal. Here's the pitch. That just misses the zone outside, and Chrisman is going to be aboard with a 2-out walk.
Can't win them all, folks. Let's see what happens here. Russell's looking to strike out, send us to hitting. This energy is electric here, folks.
Now batting, up for the Aquinas Falcons. That is Jonathan Schmidt, number 56, another sophomore. Plays infield and catcher, and he's going to swing through the first pitch. Big hack there. He was not looking to poke one into right field. He was trying to hit St. Sophia Cathedral out behind left field, folks. That was a big swing from Schmidt.
See what happens here.
Russell pitching from the stretch now because of Chrisman on first. He's going to get the sign from DePaolo. Here's the pitch. That's in the dirt. DePaolo, great job. Absolutely amazing job to knock that one down. And that, folks, is why he's a Division I level player. You see that? That's why he has a .981 fielding percentage. Very high, especially for a catcher. Excellent play by DePaolo. Not going to be on any highlight reels, but that could end up saving a run down the line. Here's the pitch. In there. Called strike.
Great strike by Riley Russell. I'm looking at the stat sheet here. We got a lot of young talent on this Aquinas team. We got freshmen, sophomore, a bunch of them, as well as this hitter right here.
Russell looking to end the inning right here. Here's the pitch. Going to be just low. Good job by DePaolo to knock that one down and keep Chrisman on the bag.
DePaolo, he's having some solid play here. Nothing you'd put on the highlight reel, but all these plays together, they're just creating a good momentum right here. See if we can lead into it.
Russell. Certainly a big moment in this inning so far and in this game. Here's the pitch. Just missed outside, and the runner's going to go. No throw there as Chrisman is in time. Got a great jump there. DePaolo looked a little bit stunned. Not sure. Just was a bit unsure of what to do. It happens, folks, and Chrisman's going to swipe second.
Chrisman is looking hype as he immediately flexes to his sideline. You could tell the energy's already brewing here.
Definitely. Oh. And I guess the umpire did not like the ball that Russell was throwing with. He's going to get him a new ball. Not quite sure what's going on there. Umpire now going to talk to the Aquinas coaches over by their dugout. Maybe he saw something he didn't like. Maybe it was not a regulation playoff ball. Certainly not sure. But I don't think it matters very much. Russell's just going to keep doing what he does, going to keep dealing.
We see Tino Valdez and 24 out there chopping it up. Two great players.
Tino Valdez, the Cubs shortstop, he had an amazing game last time out. Looking to recreate that today. Russell gets the sign, full count, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. In there, called strike 3. Russell, 4 batters, 3 strikeouts, and the Cubs get out of the inning. Aquinas Falcons strand a runner on second, and the Cubs are heading to the plate.
Parents are cheering, and it's going crazy here, folks. Let's see how the Cubs can lead it off here with the bat.
See you in the bottom of the first. Adam Magpok taking his warm-up swings in the on-deck circle, getting that pitcher all timed up. He is looking to have a day today, and he certainly could do it. On the bump for Aquinas, we got Josh Torres, the junior, standing at 5'11", weighing in at 170 pounds. He is certainly an amazing pitcher to be getting the start here for these Falcons. Magpok Definitely Division I talent. He does not have the size, but he has the heart, he has the will, and he is very built. He's not very... Oh, and first pitch, he rifles one. Foul down the left field line. Magpok showing an aggressive approach. He is not going to let number 13 on the Aquinas. As I said, that's Josh Torres. He is not going to let Josh Torres walk all over him. Magpok taking control of the at-bat very early. Here's the next pitch. Big swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Count moves to 0-2 on Magpok.
Magpok is looking to dominate here. Swung last 2 pitches. We're looking for his speed and his power here, as Frank said. Doesn't have the height, but has almost everything else you would want in a D1 player.
Look, you know you're an amazing player when you lead the team in dingers and stolen bases. That's pretty impressive. Shows you the 5-tool player. Bit of a weird windup here. That pitch is going to be high. Not quite sure what Torres is doing. I don't know if he's trying to play mind games or something, but that is definitely an unconventional windup. Time will tell if that continues to work.
You try to throw anything at Magpok here. He's a great player. Got to throw some confusion stuff at him.
It's going to miss outside. Count evens up at 2-2. Magpok definitely a disciplined hitter at the plate. You will very, very rarely see him chase anything outside the zone. Got elite eyesight. Torres on the hill from the windup. Here's the 2-2. Magpok takes a hack.
You could already see the power coming from that. Taking a hack, he's not afraid. That's what we need in this game here, folks. We need a lot of players to step up. Don't let the light shine on them too hard.
Magpok digs in. Count is even. 2-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Magpok runs down to first. Easy throw for the catcher. And the Cubs have one away here in the first.
Even his blazing speed couldn't save that one. Let's see what happens next here, Cubs.
No, a strikeout for Magpok, but not a horrible at bat. He took some good hacks. He took some good pitches. Didn't swing at the bad ones. Swung at the good ones. Just couldn't straighten it out. But he made good contact on those foul balls. I'm looking forward to seeing him throughout the rest of this game. Now up we got senior. That's Tino Valdez. Certainly another Division I level player. Had a great game last time playing shortstop for the Cubs. As Torres starts him off with a strike, breaking ball in the outside corner. That's going to be a strike.
Tino is looking to make his commitment sometime this week. As you can see, we have a lot of fresh D1 players in this lineup, both teams as well.
Here's the 0-1, another unconventional windup, going to be outside. Not quite sure what Torres is doing. Maybe trying to play mind games. Maybe he's intimidated by these Cubs. Feels that he needs to overcompensate with his weird windup. Not sure. Here's the pitch. That's going to get the corner. Wow. Umpire seems to be calling the outside corner for both teams, to be fair, to get this game started. Certainly a wider zone on that half of the plate.
I mean, 2 back-to-back D1 players. I would be scared too. Let's see what happens here.
High. Way high. That one got away from him.
Looks like the nerves are shaking 13 here. Let's see what happens here. See if you can close it out.
Count is evened up at 2-2. Torres looking in for the sign. He gets it from the windup. Kick and deal. Valdez. They're going to call that a drop third strike. They're going to call that a drop third strike, but maybe I guess the ball hit him. So that's an out. Not quite sure what happened there. Seemed like a bit of a weird sequence. But whatever the case, Valdez is out. Bueller having a word with the umpire. He did not like that call. Coach Bueller, you can always count on him to stand up for his boys, stand up for the guys. I guess he's just a bit confused as to what happened there.
Bueller is a standout coach. From PE teacher to baseball coach, he's dominant, man.
Certainly an opposing figure standing about 6'5". Pitch comes in, low. This is number 27. That's Luca DiPaolo. As we have said multiple times, committed to University of Southern California, one of the best college baseball programs. As that pitch gets the outside corner, this count is evened up at 1-1. I've definitely noticed a lot of pitchers don't really like to give DiPaolo the heater, as they know he can drive that one out of the yard if he barrels it up.
He could level that heater with even more power. It would be a great way to set the tone if we can get something going here.
DiPaolo digging in. 2 outs for the Cubs. Here's the pitch. Big swing and a miss at a low pitch. And the count moves to 1-2.
See what happens here.
Torres from the windup again. Gets the pitch. Here's the ball. Outside.
Even after every ball, every strike, we hear the crowd roaring from both benches. Great energy today here.
Oh, yes. Certainly a lot of energy, folks. These teams know they're facing elimination. They do not want their season to end. Pitch is going to be low. And this count is full at 3-2. DePaulo, great at bat, taking a lot of good pitches. Took some good hacks. And let's hope he can finish it out with either a walk or a hit right here for the Cubs. 3-2 pitch. Here we go. Outside, and DePaulo gets the free pass, and the Cubs have their first base runner of the CIF quarterfinal matchup versus Aquinas.
That's one of the things I love about Luca DePaulo. Not only his power, but his presence there. Got the pitcher scared a little bit. Got him throwing balls. Next thing you know, he's on first and we're ready for the next hitter to come up.
Batting now. Number 17, the junior, Carson Chavez. Of course, he was the hero in Tuesday's affair. Walk-off hit. Got mobbed running around the bases. Certainly a great feeling for Chavez. Torres now from the stretch. Pitch is going to be high.
Looking to replicate that feeling here. Hopefully we can get something going.
Chavez had multiple great hits that game. What sticks out was obviously his walk-off. He had a 2-run double to right that really got the Cubs offense going in the early going. Hopefully he can replicate that success with a big hit here. Here's the pitch to Chavez. Going to rip one into the third base line. That's going to be in for a hit into left fielder. DePaulo's going to hold up at second, and the Cubs have something going here with 2 outs as DePaulo and Chavez both reach base.
Energy is firing here as you see the Loyola flag flying in the distance. Great game. Even greater tone. Everyone's yelling, everyone's screaming.
DePaulo kneeling down at second. Taking a breather. Now batting, we got number 25, Augie Lopez. Now talk about a standout player. Only a sophomore getting this varsity start. Coming off a big injury. He had a clutch pinch hit last game that got the Cubs going. Here's the first pitch to Lopez. He's going to rip one into the left center field gap. That is going to be caught. Nice play by the Aquinas defense to get back on that one. And the Cubs inning is over. We're heading to the top of the second. The score is Loyola 0, Falcons 0. We'll catch you later. The sweet, sweet music of J. Cole's No Role Models just playing through the speakers. The Cubs are getting warm, and we are ready to begin the second inning. Aquinas looking to build on their success last inning. Obviously, don't want to have 3 strikeouts ever in an inning. That just shows a lack of. They really could not seem. They were swinging a wiffle ball bat up there. To be quite frank with you, they could not seem to make any good contact with Russell. Russell was absolutely dealing. Showing a great mix of fastballs, off speeds. He was just looking like an absolute beast out there. Hopefully he'll continue that success. Russell gets set in the mound. Pitching from the windup. Here's the first pitch. It's going to be just low. Not a bad pitch there. Definitely could have seen the batter chasing, but he managed to hold up on that one.
Now let me tell you, this power, this could go crazy here. Let's see what he does.
Russell looks in for the sign from DePaulo. Here's the pitch. Low. 2-0.
Energy is brewing here. Yells from all around the crowd. Let's see if Russell can bring in that fastball.
Russell. Kick and deal. Here's the pitch. Oh, belted high to left field. Not a lot of distance on it. Should be an easy play. Oh my gosh, and that ball drops and gets down. Really shoddy defensive play there by the Cubs. That should have been an out. Certainly going to be an error on the left fielder. You really hate to see that. That's a free out. We're giving them 4 outs this inning at least. Look, I used to play outfield. I know, not a great feeling when that happens. You know, just you gotta have a short memory out there. You gotta look for the next one. You gotta just put it behind you, and I'm sure he's gonna do that, and I'm sure he's gonna get the next fly ball that comes his way. But wow, definitely a miscue there by the Cubs.
Senior Alex Orma is going to be feeling that one till next week when he hears about it from all his friends.
Batter steps out. He's going to take this at bat on his time.
Russell looking to come back dominant as he did in the first inning. Let's see what he can do here.
Number 13, Josh Torres with a pretty big lead there at second base. Let's see if Russell takes him a look back. Don't think he's going to. Oh, no. Aquinas there with a monster 2-run jack. That ball was absolutely rocketed. That is number 25, junior. That's Seth Radjicic. 6'1", certainly got a lot of power he just exhibited there. Just clobbered that ball way over the right field fence. I may have said last broadcast, right field certainly a short porch. If you get a hold of the ball, you can get it out of the yard, especially if you have some pop in that bat. Aquinas dugout, they're loving it. They're having fun. Cubs going to be down early here. They're definitely going to have to work to claw their way back into this game.
That's what's going to make this team power. All this power from both teams. He took a yard there. Let's see what Riley can do now. See if he can bring the fastball. See if he can bring the curve up.
Russell appears unshaken and stoic there on the mound. Not going to let this get to him as he steps off the bump.
Trying to calm the nerves now.
Think he just tried to throw to one. I'm not sure if he thought the runner maybe missed first base on his home run trot. But both the field umpire and the home base umpire confirmed that he did not. Everything is steak sauce, A1. And we are ready to get back underway with this at-bat. Russell looking to get back into his groove, as he was in a groove, most certainly, striking out 2 Division I commits in the first before giving up that dinger. First pitch is going to be high for a ball.
This is not what I was expecting after striking out those 2 D1 hitters right there. Coming back, let's see if we can switch the tone, because we need it. Cubs have been waiting for this moment for more than 7 months, even years.
At the dish for the Aquinas Falcons, it's number 44, Cade Nolan. The senior, 6'3", certainly an imposing presence as he takes a big hack at Riley's fastball there.
That's what I love to see right there. That fastball, that confidence, it's slowly coming back, and let's see what we can do with it here.
Russell seems to be unfazed by that one pitch that he left in the zone for a bit too long. Here's the delivery. Ball. Strike, sorry. That's a strike there from Russell. Great breaking ball. Just gets the bottom half of the zone. Count's going to move to 1 and 2.
Russell's getting it rolling. Let's see if we can finish it off here.
Russell looking for his put-away stuff here. Looking to zip it, lock it, put it in his pocket. Here's the pitch. Fouled off.
0 outs here, so hopefully Russell can regain his confidence if he gets a strikeout here, and hopefully we can lead that on another 2 outs.
Most definitely, JR. Most definitely. Russell looking for the sign from DePaulo. He's pitching from the windup here. Number 11 on the bump. Kick and deal. Here's the 1-2.
You could hear
Strike 3, called third strike. Russell gets the K he needed. That's a backwards K, and the Cubs have their first out of the second inning.
You could hear it in the glove right there. That power. Russell's definitely been working on that one, preparing for this game.
That one just got the outside corner. Luca DePaulo did a great job of sticking that ball. And Coach Bueller's going to go converse with the ump again. Certainly a lively coach, always up to something. You love to see that from a baseball coach from the dugout.
He's fighting for anything he can right now. See if Russ can do the same.
Most definitely. Russell, looking in. Here's the pitch. So that's going to be popped up. Magpok looking for it at second base. Sun's a factor, but he's going to make the play there. Nice play there. Second out. Cubs have 2 outs in the second, looking to get out of the inning.
Those catches don't seem like much, but we've seen from number 10 in the outfield, those catches, if you drop them, big consequences.
Most definitely. Cubs could be out of the inning by now, but sadly, they're not. It happens. Baseball, game of inches, and it did not go our way on that one play.
See if we can straighten it out here. Getting some hits up next.
Aquinas' batter's going to ask for time. He wants that bat to go his way, nobody else's. Russell with the 0-0 delivery. It's going to be fouled away, 0-1.
Russell bringing that speed and power, what we love to see here as Cubs. See if he can close it out here. 2 more strikes is all he needs.
0-1 from Russell. Here's the pitch. Oh, nasty breaking ball. That looked like it was going to hit him and somehow found its way into the zone. Another looking strike there. Russell is, his stuff is electric so far. He's throwing high velo, got some nasty stuff breaking wise, and he is looking absolutely great. Here's the pitch from Russell. 0-2. Another breaking ball, good breaking ball, just going to be a bit low. Bounce on the plate.
He's got most of these batters confused right here. They do not know what to swing at. Let's see if we can close it out here.
Russell adjusts his cap. Gets the sign from DePaulo. Looking to put him away right here. 1-2 pitch to get out of the second inning. Kick and deal. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Excellent placement. Excellent stick by Luca DePaulo. Cubs get out of the inning. Another strikeout for Russell. He's dealing, and we're heading to the bottom of the second. See you then. And welcome back. Up for the Cubs, up first, we got freshman right fielder Walter Urban. Talk about an elite player, an elite athlete. He was a teammate of mine on the Loyola football team. He was one of our starting running backs. Absolutely amazing player. He's got Division I interest, only a freshman. Still uncommitted as of yet, but already getting to start at a program like this as a freshman, you know he's a great player. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Urban thought about swinging, decided to hold up, and it's going to be a called strike. But as I was saying, Urban, definitely an amazing player. Excited to see what he's going to do at Loyola for the next 3 years. Here's the pitch. Pitch is absolutely jacked to left, but a routine play for the left fielder. Urban got great contact on that one, but unfortunately right at the left fielder. That ball was probably traveling around 275, 300, 285 feet. That's a pretty impressive way to barrel that one up, but, you know, game of inches, like I said, and that time the game of inches was against the Cubs.
Urban just needs more power. Great agility, great speed. Let's see what the batter can do now.
This is Alex Cohen. He was instrumental in the Cubs' win on Tuesday. He went 3 for 3, got on base 3 times, scored several runs. He got pinch run for after getting a big hit, and that was the end of his night. But he was certainly an electric presence. The pitchers on Wilson, who was our last opponent, certainly were quaking in their boots when Cohen stepped up to the dish. So let's see what Cohen can do today. Here's the pitch to Cohen. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Alex goes down 0-2. Shout out to Alex's younger brother, Andrew, good friend of mine, another baseball player. Potentially we may see the two Cohen brothers becoming a dynamic duo, a little murderer's row here for the Loyola Cubs in the years to come. As the 0-2 pitch to Cohen comes in, that's going to be high and away. Count moves to 1-2.
All these great players getting the pitcher scared here. Urban, Cohen, Magpok, DePaulo. It's looking hard here for the pitcher. Hard game.
Torres, the pitcher, gets the sign. Cohen stands ready. Here's the pitch. Oh, chases one low. Going to be a drop third strike. Throw to first in time. Routine play. Cubs up 2 out.
I'm loving the energy here. All these swings and all these hits. Rather go out swinging than go out just looking at the ball.
Certainly that is true, JR, but I would much rather see some contact.
You and me both. You and me both. See if we can get some contact here.
Torres off to a hot start. That's Josh Torres, the pitcher. As that's going to be a hit for Alex Orman, though, into right field. Right field is going to cut that one off to hold Orman to a single. And Orman, the guy who made a bit of a questionable play there in left field, getting back. It's a redemption shot right there for him, as he's going to get on base with a base hit. Hopefully get the Cubs offense going here.
That's contact right there, Frank.
Most definitely it is. I love to see that.
See what we can do now. Hopefully get Orman to second.
This is up to the plate senior Jackson Shea. Absolutely a big man on campus. He was a starting DB for the varsity football team. Several pickoff attempts. Always a smiling presence. You love to see him on campus in the quad eating lunch. Certainly a great guy. Shout out to Jay Shea. Yeah, he's a great guy. And a great baseball player, too. Great athlete, playing 2 sports at the varsity level. A school like Loyola, not easy. Torres gets the sign, and here's the 0-1. Bunt from Jay. Going to be pulled back. Ball's low and away anyways.
Shea has a lot of grit as he played football with a broken arm. Playing with the cast and still managed to almost snag an interception. Let's see what he can do here. Hopefully snag a hit.
Shea was big in their Cubs. Big football win over Mira Costa this fall. Absolutely electric game that was. Boys were buzzing, and they're buzzing today as we get ready for the 1-1 to Jackson Shea. Here's the pitch. Big swing on a breaking ball there. Going to be a swing and a miss. Count moves to 1-2.
Hopefully we can replicate that energy that we felt at that Mira Costa game. It's feeling like it here. Playoffs. This could be all for the Cubs. Let's hope it's not.
Most certainly, JR. Definitely important to have that back against the wall mentality. Cubs certainly have it. They have fought in all of their games. Pitch to Jackson Shea is going to be high. Way to lay off the high cheese there from Jay Shea. And the count is evened up at 2-2.
Looking great here. Let's see if we can set the tone here. Get him to second. Get him to home, preferably.
Shea digs in. Torres digs in. Certainly a big pitch here. Runner on first. Pickoff attempt. He's back in easily.
Great presence from this Cubs offense here. Getting him swinging and striking.
Torres looks over the runner at first. He's then going to look for his catcher at the sign. Runner on first takes his lead. Stretch. Oh, another pickoff attempt. Orman is back in easily. That is an easy play. I think he's just making sure that everything's okay at first. Doesn't want his lead to get too big. So, yeah. Torres on the bump, on the rubber. He's going to come set. Here's the pitch. Stretch. From the stretch. Kick and deal. Here's the pitch. From the slide step maneuver there. Ball's going to get away from the catcher. Orman's going to hold up at first.
See if we can get any change here. You can hear the boos from the parents in the crowd. See if we can get some action here.
Really seems like Torres is pitching around Shea. Pickoff attempts, breaking balls away. Give him something to hit, I say. Let's go. Let's see the man swing. Come on now. That pitch is going to be low, and Shea is now aboard with a free pass. So Cubs have something cooking again. 2 runners on with 2 outs, as they did in the first. Hopefully they can cash in this time, unlike the first, sadly.
Let's hope we can grab back this momentum after going down 2-0 with Orman on second and Shea on first.
Back up at the dish. That's Adam Magpok, definitely one of the Cubs' leading players. Certainly a standout guy.
Clutch is his middle name as he comes up with 2 runners on the bases. Let's see what he can do here with this pitch.
Pitch is not going to hit the zone. That's a ball.
Bit of lead off from Orman here. See if we can get a great hit in.
Orman taking a fairly big lead at second. Definitely keep an eye on him. He has some speed. Could be making a run for third. Pitch from Torres from the stretch. Magpok squares that one up, but shoots it right at the Cubs dugout. Sure, Bueller's heart jumped into his throat on that one. That was headhunting him. But, I'm sure he kept his composure. He's a very composed guy. Very great guy.
All three of these players here have great speed and are very athletic. Let's see if we can fake out the Aquinas Falcons here.
Falcons looking to get out of the inning. They do not want another pickoff attempt, but he's going to be back in there easily. Shea, a lot of speed. You got to be fast to play defensive back. I am a former defensive back myself. I am pretty familiar with the position, and it requires a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism, a lot of strength. Certainly an all-around position. Shea embodies that very well. Here's the pitch. It's going to be away.
Shea may have been a bit better, but let's see what he can do here. Magpuck looking to take the hit.
Torres on the bump. He does not want this runner to get on. He does not want to be dealing with a bases loaded situation, especially facing a hitter, to the level of Tino Valdez. Certainly, Tino's a threat to hit the ball hard no matter what. So he really wants this out, but Adam, not an easy out. Another pick off the second. Going to be a close play, but back in there safely. That was a closer play than any of the pickoff attempts we've seen so far. Good move there. Way to spin.
These moments here is what Loyola Baseball lives for. The clutch. Let's see if Magpuck can go yard right here. Hopefully bring our boys home.
Boys in the dugout are loving it. They are going loud. They are really trying to fire up Adam at the dish. Here's the pitch. Taken. Not going to get the zone.
Every
Count
pitch you
moves
hear
to
yell.
3. Yep, count moves to 3-1. Magpuck could get on base, and as a speed threat, they're batting. Magpuck on first, he's liable to score. He can score on basically anything. He has insane speed, 25 stolen bases, as I said. 3-1 to Magpuck. Here's the pitch. That is going to be high.
Bases loaded. Let's see what we can do here. Tino Valdez, a very hype hitter.
Magpuck, certainly not a huge guy. I think he's clocking around 5'6", 5'7". That's a pitch that might be right in the strike zone to someone, to a Luca DiPaolo type of guy. But to someone the size of Magpuck, that's certainly an advantage of being that small. So yeah, he gets the Cubs. He keeps the offense moving. Bases juiced. Tino Valdez stepping up to the dish.
Catcher checking in with the pitcher here. Aquinas does not want Loyola to get this momentum here. If they can bring this in, it's going to be scary for Aquinas. The lights are on number 13 right here.
Tino Valdez. Huge moment. Maybe one of the biggest moments of his career. Playing in a game like this. That first pitch is going to be high. Great discipline from Tino. But, you really play baseball your whole life, hoping for a moment like this in the playoffs. Bases juiced. Losing definitely could be the man tonight for the Cubs if he can get something on the ground in the outfield. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss too. And Valdez is up 2-0 in the count. They're going to call that a strike. Wow, that certainly looked outside to me. Wow. Ump has been calling the outside corner. So that's in there too for a strike.
Speed from the pitcher is looking very ferocious. Let's see if Valdez can use the clutch factor here.
Certainly, Torres on the mound looking very formidable. He's got a lot of speed, breaking in that off speed as well. He's a great pitcher, but the Cubs seem to have managed to find him pretty well. Pitch to Valdez, going to be hit sharply to short, and he's going to... step on second, just beat Magpuck. Magpuck with great speed, only reason that was a close play. But Cubs leave the bases juiced. Certainly a missed opportunity there, but nothing you can do about it. We're heading to the top of the third. See you then, folks. So the Cubs obviously leaving the bases loaded. Not what they wanted to do there. But JR, how do you think they're going to get back into this game?
These Cubs, we have 3 times have been coming down from losses here. Down, we've all been clutch.
Definitely, Cubs have been the comeback kids this playoff. So I'm just hoping that they can continue that magic today, continue this playoff run. Down only 1, just takes a bloop and a blast to get the lead here. I'm sure they're not gonna give up. They're gonna keep working. So I'm excited to see that as we continue. And we're back here. Top three. Russell's still on the bump for the Cubs as he gets a breaking ball. That's going to be called a strike. Good way to start off this inning.
Let's see if these Cubs can get the momentum back slowly but surely here. Russell going for the pitch.
Russell from the windup certainly feels that he can get more power, more control from that angle. That's certainly his choice. He can do from whatever he wants. Wind up stretch. He does go from the stretch with a runner on. That is definitely a smarter decision, as the runner could be getting some more leeway there with his lead if they don't go from the stretch. Here's the pitch from Russell. It's going to be fouled back. Count stays at 0-2.
Our Cubs right here, they're not putting their heads down even 2-0. They know we have a lot of ball game left to play.
Yeah, 2-0 here, Aquinas. Pitch is going to be inside. Ball gets away from the Paolo. No runner on, though, so no pressure to get to that ball. Shout out to the outfield for the Cubs. Know it can be tough on a hot day like this to be standing out there long hours. Shout out to Walter Urban, Jackson Shea, Alex Orman. They're a bunch of studs. Keeping it real, keeping it focused when it gets kind of boring out in the outfield. Pitch is going to be high. Count moves to 2-2.
And Donnie Morgan as well at 26.
Another called strike, another backwards K for Riley Russell. I mean, look, these Aquinas batters, they're not getting the lumber off their shoulder. I mean, when they got one good swing on it. But I mean, Russell's been dealing. I mean, the guy that got drove in by that dinger, that was an error. So Russell's been balling out. It's just been that one hit that's haunting him so far. But he's been pitching really well. A lot of strikeouts. And strikeouts looking, which shows that his stuff is nasty. These hitters don't know what's coming for them. They are just real confused by this. Russell's starting this new batter off with a breaking ball. That is going to be in there for a strike. 0-1.
Russell's got that memory of a goldfish, as Ted Lasso likes to say. He just moves straight on to the next play and has been pitching great.
Most definitely there, JR. Love that show. Shout out to Jason Sudeikis. Not sure if he's watching this. Probably not. But Russell's going to pitch here. And that's going to miss. Wow, that looked pretty good to me. Guess just a bit outside. Cubs in the field, they're shaking their heads. They thought that was a strike too. Nothing you can do about that. Part of the game. Umpires always have, always will be. And pretty amazing as the pitch comes in. Each of them have their own unique strike zone. You got to adjust to that every game. Certainly shows the tenacity of the pitcher to be able to adjust so quickly to something as difficult as that.
Great speed right there from Russell. Let's see if he can strike him out here.
Up at the dish, this is number 10, Eric Batanti, the Oregon commit, as we said. Russell struck him out last time. Looking to do that again with the 1-2 pitch, but Batanti gets a hold of that one into left center. Cubs moving for it. Jackson Shea lays out for it, but just going to fall out of his outstretched glove. Batanti rounding second. Throw from Orman coming into third is not going to be in time, and Orman is in there with a triple.
Shea did all he could there as he ran about almost 20 yards. Very
great
fast
effort from Shea. Batanti, obviously a great player. I mean, he's so strong. Did not look like he got all of that ball. And he managed to put that on the warning track. Pretty amazing there. Again, Jackson Shea. Shea with a great job. Trainer, sorry, that's Coach Bueller. Kind of have to check on Shea. Shea waving him off. He's saying, "I'm okay, coach. I'm okay. You can go back to the dugout." Shea, definitely a competitor. He does not want to be subbed out. Bueller's going to go talk to him. Let's see. What do you think they're saying, JR?
I mean, Shea knows what it's like to have grit, so I don't think an injury would take him out of this game.
Oh, most definitely playing with a broken arm. Shea is going to stay in the game. He's telling coach, "I'm good. You don't need to waste a guy on the roster. I am A-okay, coach." Coach Bueller's taking his word from it. Man of the people. He's not going to correct one of his players when they say something. So, yeah, Shea's staying in the game. I mean, great effort there by Shea. Didn't come up with the ball. But, I mean, he was moving. As I said, defensive back, a lot of speed. Covered, I think, significantly more than 20 yards. I think that's almost 200 feet from dead center to basically left field. He was really flying out there. Very impressive effort by Shea. Great throw by Orman. Ended up not quite being in time, but Cubs defense showing a lot of grit, keeping the effort on after that ball fell out of Shea's glove, not getting demoralized. And we're back to resuming play. Another Oregon commit, as we said. This is Nate Chrisman. Russell versus Chrisman. Here's the first pitch. First pitch is line to third, or chop to third. Oh, man. So, obviously not what the Cubs wanted to do there. What happened was third baseman, not sure if you caught that, third baseman got the grounder, looked Batanti back, then threw to first. Throw was a bit low, took a bad hop, and the first baseman couldn't handle it. So the run does come around to score, and Chrisman is into first on that error. I think that should be scored a throwing error on the third baseman.
These Cubs
if you look at that, Bueller
Oh.
making a mound visit. Not a lot of action going on in the Cubs bullpen. So not sure if he's making a pitching change. He might just be going to talk to his fielders. I think his fielders, Russell's been dealing. It's pretty upsetting to me to see a lot of the, it happens, but they have not been supporting him very well, in my opinion. What do you think, Jared?
Russell is a senior, so is Jackson Say, shows a lot of his players on this team, so I would be very mad if the coach would take me out. Same with Shea. Then he told him, "Coach, this could be my last game. Let's try to make that not."
Most definitely true there. Russell's been getting the fly balls, getting the ground balls. Cubs defense just needs to back him up a bit more. They've been giving the effort, but just game of inches, as I've been saying. And so far, those inches have not been going the Cubs' way. It happens. Hopefully, they'll get back into this. Russell on the hill, now pitcher from the stretch.
See what he can do here. Let's switch this momentum.
I believe this is number 99. That's Zach Mendieta, senior, 6'4". They got a lot of big guys on this roster. 6'5", 6'4", 6'3". Certainly an athletic school coming out of San Bernardino, as the runner from first is going to steal, and that's going to be knocked into the 5-6 hole for a base knock.
These boys here, they're looking tall, but what they don't have is the grit that Loyola does. We got heart. We do got height, but we got a lot of heart. These boys are ready to play their hearts out.
They certainly are. Hopefully looking to get back into this game, as it seems like the Falcons may have something brewing here, with two runners on in the top of the third. Already a run in this inning. Russell gonna really try and get out of this inning. Breaking news.
Breaking news. Loyola Tennis has lost the championship to Miracosta. Very sad news here.
Obviously, Division I CIF tennis is going to be very competitive. Cubs looking to avoid that same fate. They do not want their season to be over. I think this and volleyball are the last of the spring sports to still be playing. Maybe golf, but they still want to compete here. Lacrosse, pitch gets by. Both runners going to advance, and the Falcons of Aquinas now have second and third. Runners on second and third with only one out. So Russell's going to need to look for his swing and miss stuff here.
Looks like we're getting the bullpen warmed up. Let's see what's happening here. Number 28 looks to be taking pitches right now.
So people warming up in the Loyola bullpen. We got movement in the Aquinas bullpen. Not quite sure what's going on there. Could we see a pitching change on both sides? Aquinas' pitcher has been looking all right. He's given up some base runners, giving up some base knocks to these Cubs. But obviously Russell has too. Russell looking to regain that put-away stuff that he had working so well in the first and second inning.
See if they can do that here.
And he is not going to find the put-away stuff, as that is going to left field, going to get all the way by the left fielder, going to roll to the wall. 2 runs will score. Runner's going to hold up at second, and that is probably a 2-run double there from number 13. That's the pitcher, Josh Torres. He can do it all, folks. Pitching and hitting. Cubs are down big. Score is 5-0.
Orman has been having a tough game, as we saw that drop ball and now that as well. Shea's got to talk some sense into him and tell him, dude, this may be our last game. We got to focus up here.
That ball was smoked. Definitely exit velo in the high double digits. Can't put too much blame on him. Took a bad hop, took a wicked hop. Orman, obviously an elite level player to be getting the start here at Loyola. But, you know, as I've been saying, I've been stressing, baseball, game of inches, and the inches have not been going the Cubs' way to start off this matchup. Sad
We need
say.
to turn some inches into miles here, and let's see if we can do that with this pitch.
That pitch is going to get away, but the runners are going to hold up. Good job by DePaulo to jump on that ball. Gosh, Cubs have really got to turn it on right now. They got to start making some plays. You hate to see this. Cubs, you cannot count them out, though. They have come back from far bigger deficits than this. Swing and a miss there.
Great speed from Russell there. Let's see if he can continue that to cement his spot.
Russell went with the heater there, and it worked, getting the swing and miss that he has desired. If only he could have got that last at-bat with 2 strikes, but not to be. Russell gets the sign from DePaulo. Pitching from the stretch here with the runner on second. He's going to come set, and here's the delivery. Pitch is going to be in there for a strike.
The energy is wild here, as I just heard a loud howl coming from somewhere where I don't know, but it was very loud and the energy is going crazy here. Parents are filling the stands.
Stands overflowing as we take a look down the right field line. We got fans in picnic blankets. We got fans in chairs. There's not enough room here at Hernandez Field. Capacity, standing room only. Cubs are fired up for this game. That ball is going to be shot into center field. Tough play for Shea. He's going to make the catch. Nice play by Jackson, as we've seen. He can carry a lot of ground.
Shea.
As he throws it back into Magpie to record the out.
Shea getting his redemption there. Let's see if we can continue that.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, JR. Shea made a great effort on that one diving play. I wouldn't say redemption. I don't think he needs to redeem himself for anything, to be quite honest with you. Great effort, fully laid out, fully horizontal extension there.
I mean, a drop is a drop, Frank. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, that's very harsh. That's very harsh, John. Russell on the bump still. Comes set. Here's the pitch. It's going to miss outside. Good spot.
Infield is on their toes right now, trying to catch anything that goes. Let's see if they can do it here. But hopefully Russell can keep the ball out of the bat.
Most definitely looking to avoid getting barreled up again. Looking to get out of this inning. Hoping, obviously, as a senior, he does not want his career to end, although he will be playing at Tulane in the fall. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low. Good job out of Paolo to try and block it, but it's going to get by him, and the runner will advance to third.
DePaulo is a great player, but that is something he needs to work on, as we've seen that happen about 3 to 2 times here.
Harsh again. I think DePaulo's been doing a great job, obviously. He has a history of excellent fielding with a .981 fielding percentage. I think a few bad apples shouldn't spoil the bunch, and the bunch being his amazing plays. So I think, honestly, DePaulo's a great fielder. I mean, we can talk about all we want, but I'm pretty satisfied with his play so far.
I mean, he's got to be, Frank, committed to USC.
Certainly an impressive to say that. University of Southern California got a lot of natty titles on their belt. Playing for Ron Dado, obviously. They have some of the most national titles in the country, I believe. So to be playing on a program of that caliber, certainly very impressive for DePaulo. Hopefully he can step it up. Russell, pitch from the windup. Here's the 3-1. Pitch is going to be fly to right. Urban moving on it, but it's going to be foul, heading to the bullpen. Look out, parents. That ball nearly hit some of the parents sitting in the stands. That would be horrible. Fatality on the sideline. Never want to hear that. Definitely.
Good thing that mom out there brought her red umbrella.
Most definitely could be used as a protection from balls raining from the sky. as Russell looks to get the strikeout here with the full count. Here's the pitch. That ball is going to be fouled off behind home plate, and we go to the full count again.
Let's see what happens here. Everyone's on their feet, excited to see what happens. Let's see if we can get this turned around.
Cubs definitely looking to get out of this inning. A lot of damage has been done. 3 runs in this inning already. Here's the pitch. Good breaking ball, and they're going to get the call. Boom, boom, boom. Backwards K. And that is amazing there by Russell.
Amazing pitch.
Got the batters looking at everything. Aquinas' batter. He thought that was going to be a walk. He was already running to first. And the ump said, no. Back you go, buddy. Back to the dugout, that is. And the Cubs get out of the inning. 3 runs across. 5-0 Aquinas. Dude, I caught myself when I was like, K. I was like, oh.
He's like, the balls are raining down.
Yeah. And the funniest moment was when you were like, I'm loving their swings, and I was like, I would certainly love contact a bit more.
Like, peace, mental. I didn't know what to call it.
A lot of power. Is there? No, we're running together. Honestly, I'm not even running against you. Like, we're definitely gonna bounce together. All right, I'm gonna go back on. Sorry for that, folks. Bit of technical difficulties.
As we heard from the tennis team, looks like they've been taken down sadly.
A lot of stuff happening at Loyola. Student council elections happening. Student body president, sophomore class president, junior class president. Yeah. Sorry for that hot mic, folks. It happens, you know. Student-led organization. We're just kids. We make mistakes. It happens. But that doesn't matter. That's in the past. Let's talk about this game, Jared. How are we feeling about Aquinas?
I don't know. 5-0 right now. But these Cub boys, they know how to come back, so let's see if they can do it here. Headhunting there.
Oh, yeah. High and in. High heat. They call that chin music up in the bigs. Here's the pitch. Oh! Hit sharply to the hot corner, but that's going to be foul.
That's contact right there.
DePaulo, as we have said, committed to USC. Great player, hitting in the high 400s. I mean, that is pretty insane to hold up. I mean, wow. And he goes up to the plate with the expectation of getting a hit. And more often than not, nearly more often than not, he comes away with the knock.
And that's what makes him a D1 player.
Most certainly, my man.
We see a ball there. Tensions begin to rise. Let's see if Luca can hit the ball here.
Tension certainly is rising. DePaulo now with 3 balls on him needs just 1 more ball to get on base. That's going to be in there for a strike, and the count is now full. 3-2 is the count. DePaulo, certainly a red dead fastball hitter. He's a red dead fastball hitter, and he is. And DePaulo's going to be on board with a walk. That ball's going to miss. And DePaulo gets on base, start the Cubs, so possibly something brewing. What do you think, JR? How big is that for the Cubs' momentum to get started?
That is very big. We've seen Luca on first before. Let's see if we can close it out with him touching that home plate again. What do you think about that, Frank? Who do you think is going to drive us home?
Carson Chavez was the man last game. As I said, he was the man, El Hombre. Hoping he can replicate that success here with a good at-bat, with maybe a RBI. DePaulo on first. He's got decent speed. He is a catcher, so he's not D. Gordon out there on the base paths. But he can move if he needs to. He can fly. He's a D lineman, which requires some speed. You got to get to the quarterback in the pocket.
And also being a fast fullback, too. He knows what it's like to be explosive and use power.
He knows what it's like. Definitely pitch to Chavez. Going to be hit on the ground, but foul. I think that gave Augie Lopez a bit of a jump in the on-deck circle. That was head right for his ankles. Definitely not. Definitely don't want to go back on the injured list after just coming off. So good job of Lopez to avoid that flying ball.
Yes, indeed. Let's see if we can get some momentum rolling here.
Chavez digging in. He's taking his practice hacks. Here comes the pitch. The pitch is going to be a called strike 3, and down goes Chavez, and the Cubs have one away.
Wind is picking up here, Frank. What do you think these weather conditions are meaning for our Cubs?
Think temperature cannot be better. Wind is picking up. That definitely could have an effect. If I'm looking at the direction, looks like it's blowing straight out. Don't know if that had an effect on the home run we saw earlier by Aquinas. I mean, that was pretty far hit, so that could have left the yard regardless. Not sure about that. But yeah, wind is picking up. Balls are going to be carrying a bit more. Pickoff attempt. He's back in there easily. But balls are carrying a bit more. Wind is blowing out towards the outfield walls. So yeah, I think it may have effect. Wind's probably about 8 miles an hour right now down in Pico Union, Los Angeles. And Torres on the bump. He's pitching Augie. Augie, only a sophomore. Very highly touted prospect. And he's getting the start here for Loyola. What do you think that says about his work ethic and play style?
I don't know. Freshman, sophomore. We've seen a lot of them on this team, and they are looking great.
Pitch from Augie is going to be hit sharply on the ground to second. Shortstop Sex on second for 1. Throws on to first for 2. And the Cubs turn 2. And the inning is over. Cubs need to get something going on offense if they want to continue playing in this CIF Division IV tournament. We'll see you soon. Now, JR, tell me if you agree. The future is certainly bright for Loyola Athletics. I mean, we got some studs freshmen on this baseball team. We got Walter Urban. We got James Delamico. Tell me a bit about the freshman talent on the tennis team.
Tennis team, we got Braun Levy. Golf team, we got Tucker Sweeney. A lot of great players.
And now let's talk about lacrosse. Absolutely one of Loyola's best sports. We got so many great varsity players. We got Will Major. We got Augustin Singh. We got Henry Kasani. These are all studs, freshmen at Loyola, and they will be making this one of the best school for athletes in Southern California. But, JR, Loyola will also continue to maintain its academic excellence on and off the field. Doesn't matter how good the sports are, we will always maintain rigorous standards for all of our student athletes. Wouldn't you agree?
That's what makes Loyola, Frank. For over 100 years and more. That's what we've been known for.
Look, I mean, especially seeing the news coming out of Modern Day this weekend, it just really makes me thankful to be going to a school that values each and every student and just takes care of them.
That's for sure.
This news coming out of the Modern Day football program certainly has been troubling.
Wouldn't find that at Loyola. Not
No,
200
you certainly
years.
wouldn't. Coach Drew Casani doing a great job of getting the boys going this football season. Expect big things this fall. And expect big things from this baseball team right now as the Cubs defense looks to continue doing well, doing their part. Hopefully, JR, I would love to see the Cubs defense back up Mr. Russell out there on the bump a bit more. They've missed a couple key balls, and I think that has been the turning points in this game. Wouldn't you agree?
Definitely. But Bueller has been with Riley for almost his whole career. Riley has, senior now. Bueller's so faithful to him. Great coach. He just wants to stick it out.
Absolutely. Great coaching, certainly a hallmark of Loyola sports. Mr. PJ Pascal, excellent coach. That ball is going to be low. Ball. Got Drew Casani, James Burrell, Sean Bueller. These are all excellent coaches. Loyola, certainly a place where student athletes can go and expect to thrive.
Emphasis on the students. Great grades.
As Russell delivers. Pitch is going to be swung on. Popped up. DePaolo going to make an effort for it, but not going to get it.
Let's see if this baseball team here, led by seniors, same as the football team.
Yep. Shout out to all 155 of you watching from home. We love to be broadcasting to you guys. We love to be bringing you Loyola athletics. And we love commentating. So thank you for tuning in and helping us do what we like. Cubs looking to claw their way back into this one, down 5-0, down big here in the CIF Division 4 quarterfinals. Aquinas, certainly a formidable team, as we said, 27-2 record, and they are looking the part today so far, 5-0. Here's the pitch. That's not going to get the zone either. Russell struggling with command here to start off this inning.
I like what you did there, Frank, with the claws. Let's see if Russell can claw back and change this momentum up. We're going to need it.
Certainly. Joe Cubs got some claws. Hopefully this baseball team got some claws of their own. Here's the pitch from Russell. Ball low and away. Definitely struggling with command. Do you think arm fatigue, could be a factor in his dwindling command of that fastball?
It has been 4 innings now. Russell riding all in this game. I think his arm's going to feel a bit big, but we'll see what can happen.
Most definitely. Pitch from Russell. That is going to miss another walk, and the Aquinas Falcons have a runner on to start this game. To start this inning. Excuse me.
Doesn't feel like a normal 5-0 game, as we know Loyola has come back from a lot larger deficits. What do you hope to see here, Frank?
Look, I hope to see the bats get going. I hope to see the defense step up in a big way. I'd love to see those big names in our lineup: Adam Magpok, Tino Valdez, Luca DePaolo, get it going. We've seen a lot of non-competitive at-bats from this cup as Riley deals. Bunt is shown, but going to be popped up. No play for DePaolo. I'd love to see these big names in the Cubs lineup get it going, get those good at-bats going, get the pitch count up, get some solid contact, and make the defense make plays. We have not really been making this Aquinas D make a lot of plays.
Very true. Let's see how this pitch lands out.
Russell looks over to the runner at first. He's going to get the sign from Luca and comes set. Pitcher from the stretch. Here's the kick and deal. Going to be low. Good stop by DePaolo to keep the runner on first.
The crowd is filled with senior parents here, as they're all excited to see their boys play. See if this won't be the last time.
Hopefully not. Really hope not. These boys have given so much to Loyola Baseball, and the pickoff attempt is not going to be in time. Just checking in on the runner. These boys have given so much to Loyola Baseball over the years, as we see some action in the Loyola pen. Warming up, that's number 28, Nathan Savarese. I think I butchered that pronunciation. Could be Savarese. Not quite sure, but he's getting warm for the Cubs over there in the bullpen down the right field line. As Russell comes set, here's the pitch to DePaolo. He's going to get the bottom third of the zone. Going to be a called strike.
Riley is hoping to show Coach here that he doesn't need number 28 to come take him out.
No. He certainly does not want to leave this game. Potentially his last ever high school game. Certainly does not want to leave. Here's a pitch. It's going to be on the ground up the middle. Only play is going to be to first, and they're going to... Oh, he's going to be safe.
Blazing speed there.
You know, could have seen... Maybe it was a little bit of hesitation from Tino Valdez. Didn't know if he wanted to flip it to second to get the force or go to first. And those split seconds, that ended up being the difference. Cub defense cannot catch a break so far. Wow.
Speaking of freshmen here, we've seen a bit of a lineup change, as in first base James Delamico, freshman, has come in.
Shout out to James. Got a great work ethic. He's a great student. Always see him going to office hours for his teachers, working hard. He wants to go the extra mile in the classroom, on the field, everywhere. He's a great worker, great hard worker, great guy, one of my great friends. Shout out to James. Obviously, hard work paying off as he's getting the playing time, on varsity in a playoff game as just a freshman. Another Division I talent right there. Russell now working with 2 runners on. He's looking to limit the damage here as the infield goes in. They do not want to let these runners across. Just Delamico is in, playing on the bunt. Russell comes set. Ball. Going to be low and away.
Russell, another D1 talent. We've got a lot on those team. Let's see if he can prove it here.
For whatever what D1 commits are, the Cubs have got to start showing it. They got to start putting together some good at-bats, stringing together some hits, getting some outs. That pitch is going to be in there for a called strike.
A lot of comeback wins here, feeling like Tim Tebow in the NFL. Let's see if we can get a
most
win
certainly.
here.
You would be foolish. You'd be foolish to count out the Cubs. All of their wins this playoff, all three of them, have been comeback victories. So most certainly they could claw their way back into this game. As Russell comes set and delivers, ball's going to be... It's going to miss away.
Still delivering heat from the arm. Let's see if he can just get his mind right.
Count is 2-0. 3-0. Count is 3-0. Russell comes set and pitches. That's going to be in there. That should be in there. Strike.
Russell knows the last thing we need is a walk here. Let's see if he can stop that.
Oh, most definitely, John. You do not want to be loading the bases here for this dangerous Aquinas defense. They can, when there's ducks in the ponds, that just enlightens their bats. They just want to just flyers them up. They want to hit even more. So big out right here, as that pitch is slapped down the right field line out of play. That's heading into the graveyard. Hopefully it doesn't wake up any ghosts, JR. What do you think about that?
I don't know. We'll see.
Certainly, Loyola got a rich history, got a lot of traditions, got a lot of mysteries. One of those is that the Loyola Baseball locker room is haunted by a spirit. Not sure if it's true. Russell comes set. Here's the delivery. That pitch up the middle. Oh, it's going to hit Russell. Oh.
Magpuck shows the speed there, but Russell is on the ground.
You hate to see that. Russell is down for the count as trainers run out to check on him, coach run out to check on him. We're gonna let the images do the talking here. Shout out to the athletic training staff, getting Russell right. He's up. Looks like he's doing a bit better. Shout out to Tim Moziki. Love Tim. He's always a real positive presence on campus. Every time you see his face, you know he's got a big smile spread across those lips. He is a hugely beneficial guy to our campus. But Russell looking to appear to be better, but with that action in the bullpen, I would not be surprised if Bueller goes ahead and makes the move anyway to take him out. Definitely don't want to risk anything. He's got a young career playing D1 at Tulane. He's got a big career ahead of him, and they don't want to risk that over a game in high school. So time will tell, but looks like Russell's going to be okay in the long run, but certainly shaken up.
Sheer heart is what got him up there. Potential last game. He's trying to make that not happen. Let's see if he can do his
And there
fellow
goes
senior as
Russell.
well.
Could be his last ever outing of his high school career. Probably is, because pitchers only pitch once every 5 games. So even if the Cubs do go on to win this, he probably won't pitch for the remainder of the playoffs. So great job, Riley. We saw amazing put-away stuff, and can't wait to watch you play at the Division I level at Tulane.
Savarese is coming in, number 28. Let's see if he can bring up this momentum here.
Let's see what Savarese can do. That's Nathan. He's a junior. We're going to take a quick break. Savarese getting warm on the mound. JR, how are we feeling about his warm-up so far?
I don't know. These past few pitches have been pretty good. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Seemed to struggle with command on the first few pitches of his warm-up, but looks like he's gotten his command back.
Very true here.
I'm looking forward to seeing Nathan pitch. I think he's got some great stuff from what I've seen. So he's a junior, so maybe not going to have that. Nah. Adam, going to check on him. Adam, a huge presence. Not a huge physical presence, but mentally, he will get these boys right. He will get them. He's got a great baseball, high IQ. So he's just telling Nathan, telling him maybe the strategy, telling him what to do. I'm not sure, but for sure it was some wise words from Adam Magpok.
That was pretty mean there, Frank. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's see how this pitch goes.
Nathan, southpaw, pitching from the left side of the mound. Let's see what he can do here. First pitch we've seen from Nathan today.
Needs something
From the
different here.
stretch. It's going to miss way low.
DePaulo gets in front of it, though.
I always feel relievers get brought into such high pressure situations. Getting brought in with the bases juiced in a playoff game like this cannot be easy on the nerves. I always wonder if relievers die premature. They get premature gray hairs from all the stressful situations they're in. Nathan sure being brought into one here, as he's going to find the zone there and get a strike. 1-1 is the count.
A lot of gray hairs on his head. All the seniors riding on his back. I'd feel a lot of pressure if I were him right now, but he's got to calm that down.
Savarese. The batter's going to call time. He wants that bat to go on his time. This is number 10 again. The Oregon commit, Eric Batanti. He hit an absolute tank to left field. That was a ball that Jackson Shea made a great effort on, but couldn't quite come up with the ball. So Batanti looking to recreate that success here. Getting another one and send it to the warning track or even beyond again. But obviously Nathan Savarese, the junior, looking to stop that from happening.
Hopefully we can recreate the magic of that first inning with that strikeout. Let's see what happens.
Certainly the Cubs struck him out to begin this game. That was a huge at-bat, big momentum swing for the Cubs. They haven't been able to keep going. That ball's going to get by. Runners are going to hold up with the bases juiced, but DePaulo still fumbling around to get that ball. He's going to find it behind the backstop.
Tensions are rising here.
These Cubs really do not want to be heading home. They want to keep playing. They want to keep experiencing the magic of playoff baseball, but they're going to need to clutch up here if they want to do it. Savarese on the mound, looking for the sign. Batanti taking his practice swings. A lot of practice swings. Pitch going to be fouled off. Guess that's what it takes to be D1. Live practice swings, huh, JR?
Very true. A lot of practice in your sport and in the classroom.
Certainly. I'm sure Aquinas is another good school. Coming out of San Bernardino. Got a lot of great athletes from that area of the Inland Empire. As Savarese is looking for the sign from DePaulo, he's going to pitch from the stretch again with the bases juiced from the kick and deal. Here it is. Swung on and missed, and down goes Batanti for the second time tonight. That's his second K. Savarese off to a great start. Jared, what would your reaction be towards Nathan if he could get out of this inning with no runs scored on him?
I'd feel to have the bench very livened up for this hitting. What did I call? Another strikeout. Let's see if he can get one right here.
Certainly, there's another Oregon commit. As we've said, this is Nate Chrisman, only a sophomore, but standing at
6'3".
Standing at 6'3". He's certainly an imposing presence for such a young guy.
Very true, but Loyola knows how to take pressure and throw it right back at their opponent.
Most definitely. As Savarese comes straight, here's the pitch. It's going to be outside, but we're going to get the outside corner, strike one.
Going for the fake out approach there. Let's see if he throws a bit of power on him.
Certainly always smart to mix up that pitch mix. You don't want to be only throwing off-speed, only throwing fastballs. So to mix it up like that, very smart. Here's the pitch. Going to be lined into right field. Magpok going to get there. Throws to second.
Oh.
Man. Ball's going to roll into right field, and the run is going to come across to score. I'm not sure how I feel. 2 runs will score, pardon. I'm really not sure how I feel about that, JR. I think Magpok had a pretty easy play if he wanted to go to first. Cubs defense just seems to be falling apart in a way as they're down 7-0 here. Horrible.
Magpok has proved that he is a D1 player before, but let's see if he can keep that going. A lot of pressure on his shoulders, but that's how D1 players do. They handle the pressure.
That play certainly did not seem like the right play to me, but it's seemed like a bit of a miscue there. Maybe got confused, saw the runner. Not quite sure what happened, but it cost the Cubs 2 runs. So costly mistake there from Magpok. Hopefully he can get it back at the plate or make another good play in the field to make up for that. But wow.
We will need one, Frank. See if we can start it here with this pitch.
7-0 is the score. Loyola Cubs, their back is against the wall. They do not want to go home. So I guarantee you folks, don't turn that channel yet. I guarantee you they're going to keep working hard to get back into this ball game, but not looking great as of now.
Hey, we never give up until that final whistle.
Most definitely giving up, not the Loyola Cub way. We just don't do that. Something going on. Aquinas going to call a pinch runner. Maybe 24 was not the fastest guy.
I could relate to that, Frank.
Certainly you can.
24 was Chrisman, though. Maybe trying to solidify him so he could hit again, or just keep him safe for that organ. What do you think about that, Frank?
Look, I think that maybe they could be a bit overly confident. Maybe they're putting in one of their guys, one of their backup seniors, trying to get him some minutes before his dwindling high school career is over. I'm not really sure. Chrisman, a sophomore, got a lot of time left to him, but that's going to be hit down the right field line, just foul, into the stands. It's going to hit a parent.
Another red umbrella ready to protect a parent. We've got 2 in the crowd.
Most definitely, those parents, they want to be prepared. They do not want to get. They don't really want to get hit. Obviously, they don't want to get hit. Savarese is on the ball.
See if we don't get hit right here.
Pitch. Nathan with the ball. Swung on and missed for the strike.
Great pitch right there.
Absolutely excellent location, good speed, way to overpower the batter. Savarese pitching pretty well. I mean, Savarese should be out of the inning right now, barring that error. Last batter from Adam. He could be out of the inning.
Baseball is a team sport, so we do have to work together. Not all on the pitcher, not all on the baseman.
I mean, all players have to be doing their best in order to become a great team. You cannot really have any weak links, and this Loyola team does not have any weak links, really, but they're just, I don't think everyone's playing up to their full potential today. That ball's going to be popped up down the right field line. Delamico is going to make a run for it, but not going to get there. Great hustle from Delamico.
Hustle. We're going to need a lot over that of our whole field, and when we hit as well. We got to get something going here, Frank. What do you think is going to be the first step to this comeback?
I think to be honest with you, I think it's going to be an extra base hit coming somewhere in the Cubs lineup. I think a double to the right field is my prediction. I think that's going to get the boys going. They're all going to be hyped, and that person is going to be driven in by a single. There's going to be some more hits. Key word to get this game back, hits, JR.
Let's see if we can keep it from getting one right now.
Certainly second, runner on second. Could be another position for Aquinas to score. That ball's going to be lipped down the third base line. Fair ball. 2 more runs are going to score. Aquinas will take a 9-0 lead.
Oh.
Orman gets the ball in to hold it to a single, but wow. Cubs are falling apart here, folks. 9-0 is the score.
I think we need a pump-up speech from Bueller right now to get the boys ready.
Certainly.
But first,
I hope. Does anyone know? I'm not. Is there a mercy rule? No mercy rule, so we're playing 7, but this game could be getting out of hand here, folks. Hopefully the Cubs can limit the damage so they can have a hope of getting back in this ball game. That ball's going to miss inside.
let's hope the Cubs can grab on and climb back up. It's going to be hard, but we've done it before.
Like a baby lioness, climbing on and grabbing and getting back into their mother's warm embrace. Hopefully the Cubs can get back. The Loyola Cubs can climb and get back into this ball game.
By mother's embrace, I hope you mean win, Frank.
That's what I mean as the runner goes. Throw from DePaulo is going to be in time, and they have got him to get out of the inning.
Great pop time there from DePaulo. One of the reasons.
Excellent pop time there. Wow. Cubs get out of the inning. Maybe that's the momentum shift they need. Cubs down 9-0. as we head to the bottom of the fourth. Halfway point in this one. See you next inning, folks.
See ya.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. When you look around, wouldn't you consider it privilege to associate yourself with such a fine-looking man as is standing in uniform in this ballpark today?
We're getting back underway here, folks. JR currently getting a drink of water. He's back. Cubs back up at the dish. They need to do something drastic. They need to change up something because let me tell you, right now is not working. Up at the plate, this freshman Walter Urban. Certainly, as we've said, an elite level player, excellent football player, excellent baseball player, just an all-around great athlete. Hailing from Manhattan Beach, California, he brings a certain chill yet serious vibe to this team. Bit of a beach guy. So what do you think about that, Jared?
I think he's got a great personality. Knowing him, he is in a few of my classes, and he is a joy.
Certainly a great guy, great kid, great baseball player. Hopefully he can exhibit that for you guys all today. He's going to take a ball way high and in. Urban got a big hit against a guy last time who was throwing real fast, got 96 mph to the radar gun. Was no big deal for Urban as he lined a base hit in the left center. Double, actually. That was a really big hit in the Cubs' big win. Urban with the pitch. It's going to be outside, and Urban is up ahead in the count.
No big deal exactly, Frank. A freshman and already a future D1 prospect. What do you hope to see from him right here?
I hope to see a hit, to be quite frank with you, to keep it simple. I'd love to see Urban get on base. So here's the pitch. It's going to be popped up behind the base. Walter Urban, I mean, when we talk about a history of Division I talent at Loyola, I mean, a quick search to Walter Urban's perfect game page will tell you his college interests, and it really is an elite list. You see schools like UCLA, LMU, and he's going to take a strike there. He did not like that call. Wow. He's going to say something to the umpire, let him know how he feels. Nothing wrong with that, but keeping it classy always, Urban is.
I'm very surprised Bueller didn't go up there, as he is known to fight for his players, as he has done in this game before. Looks like he's creeping out a bit, but let's see what he does here.
Now batting, it is the kid himself. This is number 25, James Delamico. Freshman, another freshman. Absolutely a stud player. He is a joy to see on campus, and he has an insane work ethic, which explains why he's playing at the varsity level just as a freshman.
Very insane work ethic there, Frank. Sorry. I have worked out with him a couple times, and he is no stranger to getting tired. But he is ready to come back, as the rest of this Loyola team is as well.
Certainly this Delamico kid is not afraid of pumping iron. He's a big man, big muscles, and here's the pitch to him. He's going to line that one down to third. Hot shot, but fielded, scooped in. Delamico got some pretty good wheels, but that throw is going to beat him. Second out, quick out for Delamico.
We need something here, Frank.
We certainly do. Cubs, I mean, I really hate to say it, but they're going down quietly so far.
A lot of people may have thought that the last game, but look what happened now. We're sitting here commentating for you folks.
Up at the dish for the Cubs. This is number 20. I'm not sure who this is, to be honest with you. 22. No 22 on our roster, so this could be a ringer. I'm not sure, guys. That's a joke, obviously. we don't do that here.
A lot of jersey changes, though, as we have multiple people with the same number with all these freshmen coming up.
Oh,
as talent.
definitely. Always a scramble to get the freshmen their jerseys when they come up mid-season. But here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off his foot. Not a great feeling getting a ball off the ankle, as I'm sure you could imagine. So, Cubs down 9-0. What's the biggest thing in your dream at bat? How do they get back to this game?
In my dream at bat, let's see it right here, but I'm hoping for a big, big hit.
Another funky windup from the pitcher. That's Torres. That pitch is going to be high. Funky windup does not seem to be working extremely well. He's been missing a lot of pitches when he does that, so I would love to see him pitch a more conventional windup. I think it just keeps the game more classy.
I don't know, Frank. This non-conventional windup has gotten us 9-0, sadly.
Quick play, quick out. Cubs go down quietly here in the fourth. We're heading to the top of the fifth. Cubs desperately searching for an answer, any way to get back into this game. We'll catch you on the flip side. See ya.
Welcome back, everyone, as we look to see a bit of a comeback here. No shy from the Loyola Cubs, but let's see if we can do it. Frank, what do we need to get this comeback?
To get this comeback, the defense has got to start stepping up. That's been the biggest red flag for me, honestly. The defense has not been supporting our pitchers, whether it's Nathan, whether it's Riley Russell. I'd love to see the defense start making some plays. I mean, they've been given the effort, but just execution has not been there. I'd love to see that change.
Certainly, Frank. Execution is a big thing we've been struggling on in this game. All these little plays have been turning into big errors. See if we can correct that with this pitch.
Most definitely, I'd love to see a bit of a cleaner defensive outing here for the Cubs. First pitch is going to be low. 1-0 is the count. Cubs, certainly you cannot fault their effort. They've really been giving it their all, but just coming up a bit short in pretty much everything so far.
These Cubs are very disciplined as they are made to run a lot. But that is what makes a Cub a strong work ethic.
Oh, most certainly. These Cubs got a pretty intense practice schedule. It's definitely balancing with that with their schooling. These guys are no stranger to late nights. They're no stranger to early mornings. Coach Warder working the boys hard as Nathan comes setting deals. Here's the pitch. It's going to be low. 2-0 is the count. They're no stranger to Coach Warder pushing plates out on the field. 6 a.m. Sun's not even up. They let me tell you, Loyola, they work their boys hard on the classroom, on the field, all in life, on the service projects. Loyola's just a place where we make all-around men. As Nathan comes set, kicks and deals. Here's the 2-0.
Manly pitch right there.
Very manly pitch. 2-1 is the count, as that's a strike.
Let's see if we can get something going here. The bullpen is being warmed up for Aquinas.
Could be a pitching change so far, but Torres for Aquinas has been doing well as Nathan delivers. That's right down the pipe again. Should be a strike. 3-2 is the count. Oh, wait, what? They're going to call it? Yeah, 3-2. 3-2.
We need some here to get us started. Let's see if we can get this strikeout. We're going to need it.
We certainly will. 3-2 pitch is going to be lined into center field. Jackson Shea coming in, and he's going to make a great play. Wow, Jackson Shea. Nice play there by Jay Shea. Potentially saving an extra base hit because if that got down, that could have taken a nasty hop, rolled all the way. Deep center field here around 400 feet. So great play by Jackson Shea to save, to get the out for the Cubs. That's what I'm talking about. Defense stepping up. How do you feel about that, JR?
I mean, that is what I would call redemption. 2 great catches. Like you said, I feel like he's earned his spot back as he is a very well-respected man on this team, a senior, ready to lead this team.
Certainly a big presence on campus. Nathan pitching from the stretch again. Here's the first pitch to this new batter. Gonna be in there for a called strike. 0-1 is the count.
Keep these strikes coming.
Most certainly, I love to see these strikes.
As we aim to get another one right here.
The 0-1 from Nathan. Nathan on the bump. Eyes the batter. Batter eyes him. Pitch is in there. Gonna be fly to right. Urban making a play on it. He's gonna get there. Make the catch, and the Cubs have 2 quick outs. You know, this is exactly what they needed. A quick inning could be just what the doctor ordered to get back into this game.
This clang here from that bat, I can hear that from all the way up here. Looking like a lot of power, but matched with great speed and technique from Walter Urban.
Oh, most certainly Walter Urban is a great player. We've talked about that a lot so far today. Nathan pitching very well. He's gotten a lot of outs. Hasn't allowed a run yet so far. First pitch is just going to miss inside, ball 1. You can hear the ump say inside. I'm sure there were some questions as to where that missed because it looked like a pretty good pitch, but not to be. Nathan comes set, deals again. Oh, that's belted. Oh, never mind, popped up. Looked like it was going to be belted, but it's going to be out of play.
No matter the hit, the parents are on the edge of their seat. Most important game in almost 5 to 7 years for Loyola.
Certainly, I know they'd love to see their boys get back into this, start playing a little bit better.
What would a win for this program mean, Frank?
A win would be huge, especially coming from a big deficit like this. 9-0 to come back from that. That would mean the absolute world to everyone. That would be a news story. You'd be seeing that on KTLA 5 News. You'd be seeing that on CBS. That'd be huge. 9-0 comeback. Pitch is going to be low. Ball. But, yes, certainly. A win in this, especially with this big of a deficit, would be huge for this program. And I think no one would be able to stop these guys after getting a win that big.
Let's hope they can make it onto KTLA so they can tag me in the comments of their YouTube video.
Most definitely. Nathan's going to come set and deliver. Pitch is... It's going to be low again. 3-1 is now the count.
Luca lost grab of that ball there. Luckily, there is no runners on base.
No runners on. No pressure to get to that one for DePaulo. He could take his time.
I would disagree, Frank. There was a lot of pressure riding on DePaulo. Every play seems like a new thing.
Certainly when the ball gets away from him with no runners on base, he doesn't have to rush to throw someone out. So, pitch is ball low, and Nathan gives him a free pass. So that's the first hint of any type of trouble so far for Nathan. He's been an elite pitcher so far, but
let's see if he can get this last out here to prove you right, Frank.
I really hope he can.
Batter steps up.
Nathan on the bump. He's going to step off. He wants his at-bat to go in his own time.
Luca is making calls.
Oh yeah, Luca certainly takes command of the game from behind home plate. That ball's gonna be hit up the middle.
Oh!
Great play there. And he's gonna toss to first. Get out of the inning. Delamico makes the catch. Great play, great catch all around. Cubs get out of it. Good inning. 3 outs. Next inning, bottom of the 5th. We'll catch you there.
See ya.
Cubs. That's Jackson Shea. He's going to get hit by the pitch. Get a free pass. Always love to see that. Nothing like a free base. One pitch, one hit by pitch. So Shea's on to begin the inning. Is this the start of something, JR? I mean, I feel it. I really do.
I think it may be with the start from Shea here. Shea is no stranger to pain, as we talked about on the football field.
Most
Taking a big
definitely
lead
at
off
the top
here.
of the order coming up now. We got Adam Magpock, certainly an elite level talent. Let's see what he can do here. Shea's on base, got some speed. Let's see what Shea can do. Ball's going to be inside. At this point, I don't really like the idea of sending Shea to steal. I feel like an out's more important than a run here. Only 9 outs remaining with 9 runs to overcome. So I would advise against that, but I'm not a coach. I'm just an announcer.
Looks like they're bringing him up on the mound here.
They're going to call a mound meeting. I guess they were a bit nervous about Magpock, as I would be too. Certainly an elite player is Adam Magpock.
Yes, he is indeed, as the boys converse in the bullpen, and he is waiting for himself on the home plate.
Some movement going on in the Cubs bullpen. Can't quite make out the number of that. Looks like it's a righty. So we got a potentially a righty coming in. Nathan's been throwing very well. I've loved the way he's been pitching. He's getting a lot of outs, getting a lot of good outs. So I'd love to see Nathan stay in, but I trust Coach Bueller. He's an excellent coach. So if they do want to make a change, that would be A-okay with me.
Very true. Magpock here to prove to him that they don't need to make a change and they can keep going well here. We're going to need some.
Here's the pitch to Adam. Oh, that's going to be inside, and the Cubs do not like that one. After hitting Jackson Shea, an inside pitch to Magpock got the boys fired up.
Very true. Oh, throws back to first. He is safe.
Pitcher wanted to call. Torres really thought he was out. I mean, you got to be out by a lot in order for the umpire to call you out in a pickoff attempt, to be honest with you. That seems pretty rare to me.
These players are fighting.
Torres will come set. Here's the kick and deal. From the slide step, Magpock's going to turn on one, hit it down the line.
Ooh.
But foul. Just foul.
Great movement there from 24, first baseman.
Most definitely great movement there. Great reflexes. You got to have reflexes in order to play a position like first. A lot of very fast fly balls flying at you from all around the field. Mainly left-handed hitters. If they get into one, they can really give it a ride. Big lead there from Shea at first. As another pitch back. Safe again.
I hear no boos from the crowd as they're all very excited to see where this lands us with Magpock.
Oh, most definitely. They're going to come set and pitch. Here it is. It's going to be outside. Definitely not like that one.
Let's hope all these pitches can throw Torres off here.
Certainly. Pitch count up on a pitcher like Torres. It's huge. As the arm tires, you will most definitely start to lose control and velocity. That pitch is going to be up and in, and Magpock will take first base. Cubs have something brewing here, folks. First and second, nobody out.
Two runners on base as Tino Valdez steps up. Had an out, could have been clutch. Let's see if he can prove himself and redeem himself here.
Another mound meeting. I think they're going to be calling to the pen, I believe.
A lot of talks about redemption here with Shea and with Valdez. With every player on this team, let's see if they can step it up and make something new.
And they will be making a pitching change as a new pitcher comes out. And as he gets ready to warm up, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. new pitcher coming in, showing that the Cubs have gotten in the head of these Falcons. Could this be the moment that the Cubs have been waiting on to seize? I don't know. Nobody knows. Only time will tell.
D1 Oregon commit on the mound. Let's see if we can
that's
shake
Eric.
him up here.
He's struck out, but he also hit an absolute tank to left earlier. And he's throwing gas. A lot of velo. You got to have a good arm to play short, so he's certainly exhibiting that right now.
Very true. Same with Tino. Short and has a very strong arm. Let's see if he can commit that strength to the bat as well.
Oh, certainly there, JR. Here's the pitch from Eric. That's hit. Popped up. Going to be an easy play for the catcher if it stays in, but it doesn't. Goes out.
A lot of power, but not a lot of direction. Let's see if we can change that here.
Oh, certainly I'd love to see this ball get launched over the wall. Nothing would make me feel happier than that.
2 runners on. Let's see if we can get something going here.
2 runners on. Big opportunity for the Cubs. I think could be their best opportunity all game. Still only no outs, so they could certainly get some runs across here. Try and get back into this game. Cut into that lead. Tino's going to take a big hack, foul that one straight back.
Our Cubs have almost no room for error here as it is 9-0 in the 5th inning. 0 outs though, so it does give us a little bit of leeway. Let's see if we can change that here.
Yep, 0 outs, but at this point, doing some quick math, 9 outs remaining. They need to score 1 run for every out that they get. So hopefully they can keep on that pace. Obviously tough, but it is certainly possible. Look, I mean, the biggest comeback in MLB history was much more than 9 runs. So, oh, Tino gets around on one. He's going to fly that one to fairly deep left field. Should be routine for the left fielder. He's going to make the play. Runner from second is Jackson Shea. He's going to fake a tag, retreat back to the bag. That rhymed. Cubs have 1 out, stepping up to the dishes now.
Opposite
USC
of what
commit, Luca DiPaolo.
Opposite of what I said before, Frank. Not a lot of power, but a lot of direction. Let's see if we can get those 2 intact.
Oh, certainly there, JR.
And Luca is one to do that. Let's see if he can bring that power here.
I would love to see Luca really get on one, maybe drive it out of the yard. He's got 3 dingers this year. No stranger to the round tripper. No stranger to rounding the bags. I'd love to see him get back into that form right now. He's not been hitting as amazingly from the plate as he has been in the past. He's going to take a ball low and away. 1-0 is the count. Paolo, waiting for the pitch. Here it comes. It's gonna just miss the zone. 2-0 is the count to Luca.
That is another great thing about D1 players. They have great eyes and know when to swing and when not to swing.
Most definitely, J.R. DiPaolo's got elite eyesight. He knows exactly when to take that lumber off his back, and he knows exactly when to keep his sword in the sheath. He's an elite level talent all around the diamond. Take another ball. Count moves to 3-0.
Keeping the sword in the sheath there, as you said, Frank.
I'm glad you like my analogy, JR.
I don't know about the mother's embrace one, but that one was a step up.
Thank you. DiPaolo waiting for the 3-0. Looking to get on base and load the bases here for the Cubs. Pitch comes in. That's in there. Strike. Count moves to 3-1 after the good pitch there from Eric.
Pitcher is giving DiPaolo even more leeway with 1 out. A bit more pressure, but not much, as they are down 9-0. So,
look, pretty special to see Division I on Division I. This is Eric Batanti, Oregon commit versus USC commit. So pretty special to see that, you know. Worth the price of admission just to see great battles like this as the count moves to 3-2. Full count. Big pitch here for DiPaolo. You know, getting a pitch, getting a hit off a play like this, you certainly want to add that to your highlight reel, if you know what I mean.
USC versus Oregon, Pac-12 rivalry. These boys will meet again in college, and let's see.
Definitely. That is pretty exciting to think about, that these boys will see each other for years to come as Batanti deals to DiPaolo, and DiPaolo's going to swing through and miss it, and the Cubs' offensive struggles continue. There are 2 outs now. Gotta get something.
Very true. He unsheathed the sword there. Let's see if this man can do it, but hit the absolute crap out of the ball.
He unsheathed the sword and swung at the enemy, but came up empty. Hit nothing, just a slight flesh wound. Not good enough. Not good enough. Now up is Carson Chavez, I believe. Obviously, as I've said, he was El Hombre, the man, in the Cubs' big win a few days ago. Got the walk-off hit, got another big jack to right field that really got the boys going. Can he do it again today? I would love to see it. Here's a pitch. Swung on and missed, strike one.
Let's see if he can get the boys going here. Got to get those eyes like we were talking about. Got a lot of power in that swing. So let's see if he can connect right here.
I would love to see a big knock out of Chavez. We know he's got pop. We know he can give this ball a ride. Yeah. Pitch comes in from Eric imminently. And it's going to miss the plate outside. Shout out to all our seniors tonight. Shout out to our seniors on the baseball team. They're missing grad night to be here. Obviously, grad night would be a pretty amazing experience. Disneyland late at night. They think that this is more important. Obviously, it is. But, yeah, shout out to them. Pitch comes in. That's going to hit him. Chavez is aboard on the hit by pitch. But they're missing grad night. They are working hard at their craft. They're not going to let some distraction like a Disneyland trip get in front of them, potentially doing what they love and playing baseball.
Not very Oregon of Batanti here as he hits the batter. They are...
Oh, certainly. Could that be sending a message saying, look, I know that we will see you. I'll see you in the future, and I want you to know that there will be bad blood. I don't know. I'm not sure if Batanti's the type of guy to do that, but I don't know. I can't make any comments about his character. I'm not super familiar with the guy.
A lot of D1 player versus D1 players. We just saw Valdez go up against Batanti.
Oh, certainly. Valdez, great player. He will be playing for years to come. Keep an eye out for him on the Pac-12 network because that pitch is going to be in there for a strike. Seeing on social media the Loyola seniors at grad night. As I said, shout out to them. They worked very hard these 4 years. Not easy with COVID and all those challenges, but they persevered. They made it as the pitch comes in that's going to miss low and away.
Let's hope these boys can turn it around because a big comeback here would make me even more happier when I'm stepping into Disneyland.
Oh, yeah. Oh, most certainly. Nothing like going to Disney after a big win. Pitch is going to come in. He's going to rip that down the line, but foul. That's definitely going to hit a mom.
Wish we had an umbrella for that one, Frank.
Unfortunately, or fortunately, I may say, did not hit anyone, but certainly close. The moms had to dive out of their way from their lawn chairs, so. Looks like it did maybe graze someone, but nevertheless, not a serious injury. Nothing to worry about.
Looks like a player may be going to check on that parent, but he may be going to warm up in the bullpen.
As Augie is up to the plate, he's ready for this pitch. Pitch comes in. It's going to miss. Count moves to 2-2.
I wonder what Batanti's strategy is here, because he knows how to handle nerves being a D1 player, soon to be. What would you say his strategy is, Frank?
I'd say his strategy is he doesn't want to give Augie a pitch to hit. Augie's obviously an elite level talent. He's got a lot of college interest from UCLA and the like. I would not want to give him a fastball to hit, and we've seen Batanti go to the break and stuff, the off-speed, time and time again. I think that's going to be his bread and butter as we continue to move forward throughout this one. So.
Very true. Let's pick up that butter knife and lather that all over the bread and see if we can get a point here.
Definitely a great analogy there. Batanti, yeah, love it. Batanti's moving from the windup here. He's not afraid of these runners stealing, showing a lot of confidence. That's showing a lot of confidence. I mean, the runners are on second and third, so nowhere to go really as a pitch to Lopez comes in. It's going to be a strike three, called strike three. Backwards K. Bang, bang, bang. Lopez back to the dugout. Cubs are done this inning, and we are heading to the sixth. We'll catch you then.
See ya. We lost something down there.
Cubs defense back at it. Looking to hold this lead at just 9. I mean, you never want to count. You never want to count these guys out, but looking more and more grim as each passing inning goes by. They got to do something big. They got to get some big momentum. I would love to see an immaculate inning right now. I mean, however unlikely that is, that'd be pretty awesome, just for the trivia. But immaculate inning not happening as the first pitch of the ball.
Never say unlikely with this Loyola team. It's a big deficit, very big. I think biggest we faced all this season. But I mean, deficit is a deficit, so let's see if they can come back.
Most definitely, these are the comeback kids of the division playoffs. So we would love to see these guys continue to work, because that's going to get the outside part of the zone and be in there for a strike. I've been very impressed with Nathan's pitching so far. I think he's showing a lot of poise out there on the bump, and he has been attacking the zone, painting the corners, mixing his pitches really well, and the Aquinas hitters can't seem to find an answer. So shout out to Nathan, he's pitching very well.
Too late to come, though. 9-0. Let's see if they can turn it around with this great pitching.
Certainly. You know, I would love to see the Cubs get back into this, but, you know, increasingly unlikely. But as you were saying, do not count these guys out. They got a lot of heart. They got a lot of hustle. That pitch is going to be, we're going to call that a strike, I think. So the count moves to 2-2. Some confusion there. This umpire gives a strike call a little late, so it's hard to see. But yeah, that's a strike. Nathan comes set and delivers. Here's the pitch. It's going to be in there for a strike. Called strike 3. Backwards K. Send him to Jug. Give him to Dean Utley. He's back to the dugout.
These boys are waking up right now. As former baseball coach Kelly Nicholson likes to say, heart over height.
Most definitely. Shout out to Mr. Nick. Great teacher, great math teacher. Shout out to all the Loyola faculty and staff that make this place run, that allow us to be able to broadcast games like this. Shout out to Mr. Carbajal. He's a wonderful teacher. Helps out with the John Malloy Broadcast Club. Shout out to Mr. Hayes in the library, always keeping it real with us. Also a veteran. Thanks you for his services. That pitch is going to be a strike. Mr. Hayes keeping it real. Shout out to Mr. Marzan. Hopefully he's watching this. He's a great teacher, one of my favorite theology teachers. Shout out to everyone. Shout out to Mrs. Patricia Salvati. Wonderful, wonderful worker here at Loyola, and happens to be my grandmother. So Nathan's delivering now. That pitch is going to be hit hard to second and going to be by Adam Magpock. Tough play there, and that's going to take a big turn. Back to first. That's probably going to be scored a base hit, I would say. He really smoked that ball. Tough play for Magpock. He just couldn't get to it.
You hate to see it. This is only going to be fuel for Magpock, so let's see if he can turn it up and light the fire.
Oh, most definitely Adam Magpock. He is not the type of guy to lay down and let something happen easily. Despite being a junior, you know this game is incredibly important to him. He's going to do everything he can to help his boys win, most definitely. As Nathan delivers the pitch, it's going to be lined towards the Aquinas dugout. That gave him a fright.
Jumps all around like they were on the Tower of Terror.
Most definitely, they're doing the monster mash over in that dugout. They were very scared by that fly ball.
Batter steps up. Let's see what happens here.
Runner on first, taking a pretty small lead. Not a lot to worry about. Not great speed coming from that runner. Pretty slow, in fact. Nathan's going to come set. And here's the pitch. That's going to be fouled off behind home plate. No play for DePaulo or Delamico. Shout out to Delamico, working hard on first base. We see you, brother.
Let's hope number 10 doesn't hear that, Frank. He looks, frankly, really tall. Let's hope he doesn't find us after the game.
Nathan, looking for the sign from DePaulo. DePaulo, what a great catcher. He really takes command of the pitcher's at-bats, as he's going to come set and pick off the first, back in easily. Very small lead. Very little chance to pick someone off when they're leading 5 feet off the bag, no matter their speed. Really seems like this Loyola dugout is feeling pretty deflated right now. Contrast this to earlier in the game. Boys were buzzing. They were all real happy, real excited, and it seems like a lot of that has left fight has seemed to go out of them.
Not completely.
Not completely. There's a big strikeout there, but I'm talking about energy from the dugout. Not a lot. I see Coach Bueller working hard to get the boys hyped up, but they're responding a little bit, but it's just hard to stay moralized. They're frankly a bit demoralized now with the score 9-0. But I would not count these boys out at all. They got a lot of heart, and I think that I'd definitely love to see them get rid of that goose egg on the scoreboard, and I think they will.
Especially after striking out D1 commit Oregon.
Oh, most definitely. That's got to be a silver lining no matter the outcome of this game. They've done very well against Eric Batanti and his buddy Nate Christman. Very well. They've acquitted themselves very well against those elite level players who will be playing potentially in the big leagues one day, especially Nate Christman and Eric Batanti, as I said. So, JR, speaking of, John Malloy Broadcast Club is launching a new show called P304, Penny 304, featuring student life and issues all around campuses. Here's the pitch. It's going to be fouled off. How do you feel about this? And how do you feel about the new opportunities that the John Malloy Broadcast Club is increasing for students?
I think it's a great idea. We have many students here at Loyola, hundreds, and I think it's a great way for everyone to show their passion. Could be broadcasting, could be sports, could be anything, and it's a great show.
Most definitely. And speaking of the P304, you can do whatever. You can talk about a lot of stuff, variety of issues, hip hop, rap albums. Speaking of which, that ball is going to be high. How do you feel about the new Kendrick Lamar album? I personally thought it was very good.
I listened to a bit of it on the way to my 6 a.m. lift this morning. Wasn't in the best mood, but the songs did get me feeling better.
Hopefully these Loyola boys will listen to some Kenny right now, some Kung Fu Kenny in that dugout to get them hyped up and get them back in this game. I certainly know he's going to steal, throw to second, not in time, throw sails, goes into center field. He's going to run to third. Shea's not going to try and throw him out, as that throw is going to go to Tino Valdez instead. And there's now a runner on third. Managed to steal from first all the way to third. But as I was saying, I would love, I think it'd be great if we could incorporate some Kendrick Lamar into this Loyola team right now. They got to have that fight in him, that drive that Kendrick has in his songs. I'd love to see that coming right now.
A lot of these little mistakes. Could have been an easy grab, just a second base steal, but he gets to third. Speaks a story about what's happening in Loyola tonight as...
Most definitely. Huge theme of the night, game of inches, as he will take first base with a walk. Game of inches, and the inches have not been going Loyola's way. I don't know if inches can exactly explain 9 runs, but definitely in the early goings, that was a huge theme. Loyola was just not getting the breaks they needed, so you hate to see that.
It has been turning into miles here, Frank. It is 9-0, but let's see if Loyola could hop back in that car and start driving.
I would love to see that, JR. To be quite honest with you, I think at this point it's about pride. You don't want to put up a goose egg in your playoff game, so.
Very true.
Yeah. Just love to see the Cubs get back into this one.
If you were with the Cubs right there in the bullpen, what would you be saying to them, Frank?
If I was with the Cubs, I'd be saying, "Let's go, boys. Let's get fired up. Seniors, it's our last game. We gotta send them out on a high note. Win or lose, let's at least go down with a fight. Let's go down swinging. Let's take some good hacks. They've been taking good hacks all game. Just nothing's really been falling. A lot of them right at the batter. What comes to mind? Walter Urban had a big hit that was just right at the left fielder, but he really clobbered that ball. Let's just keep putting good swings on the balls. Keep making plays, supporting our pitchers. I would love to see that. I think that would at least help the Cubs feel a bit better about this, no matter the outcomes. The runner's going to steal. No one's like, oh, pickle between third and home. Oh, pickle. Let's see what happens. This is a very exciting play. Love pickles in baseball. And they're going to tag him out. Runner on second's going to retreat. So, pretty horrible base running by Aquinas, and the Cubs are out of the inning.
Very great play by DePaulo there. That is D1 right there, knowing when to make that decision.
Oh, certainly high baseball IQ on the USC commit. We're heading to the bottom of the 6th, and we will catch you when we get there.
Welcome back, everyone. As we begin to see our Cubs, let's see if we can finish our glory. 9-0. Let's not lay a goose egg and let's get some runs on this board. How about
Look,
that?
I think Ram Truck commercials said it best. It's about guts and it's about glory. The Cubs want to reach glory and get that glory. They got to show guts. They got to show determination, and they got to ram the ball. Guts, glory, ram. As that's a foul ball, going to be out of play. No play for the defenders to make. Heads up, that's going to hit someone.
Do you have a sponsorship? I don't know about Frank. That was very, branded right there.
Not sponsored, just eloquent.
Let's see what they can do here. 1 strike, 0 balls.
Still got Eric on the bump for these Cubbies. For these Falcons. Wind is blowing heavy. Sorry if there's any feedback on the mic. We're working hard to do everything we can to limit the feedback, but, when the winds come in, these Santa Ana winds, they certainly can cause a storm, cause a stir. So,
Very true.
pitch is going to miss outside.
0 runners on as we look to get started.
I believe this is Walter Urban at the plate, fellow freshman, one of my classmates. Shout out to Walt.
Shout out to Urban. Great player. Let's see if he can show that here.
Oh, what a great player. Ball's going to miss in the dirt. Shout out to all the athletes at Loyola working hard. Shout out to all the students at Loyola working hard. Shout out to everyone at Loyola, everyone involved. Makes this such an amazing place for students to go to school, faculty to work, teachers to teach, coaches to coach. Just shout out to everyone who makes the world go round here at 1901 Venice Boulevard.
And shout out to all our students who came out to today's game.
Oh, certainly. Plenty.
As the
Plenty of
stands are still
supporters.
filled.
Plenty of supporters. Walter Urban's going to sky one into the left center. They got to communicate the outfielders, but they're going to make the play there.
We hear yells of ball, ball, ball. Let's
And
see if we can
Urban
get
is
some going.
retired. Today was the elections for class president. Certainly a heated race, JR. Who do you think is going to get the victory?
I don't know. We have you right here with us, Frank, who did run.
I did run.
And on our side, we do have freshman class president Noah Jung.
He ran again as the incumbent. Certainly a heated race between all competitors. Clean race. Whatever happens as James Delamico steps up to the plate and takes a hack at the first one. Going to send it up the middle. And it's not going to make a play. And James Delamico is on with a hit. Sorry for the raising the tone of voice. I'm just very excited. That is a personal friend of mine and JR's.
Do not
Shout
apologize.
out to James. Shout out to James. Excellent way to get on base in this playoff. Can you imagine if, as a freshman, he starts the rally, the 9-run rally that gets the Cubs back in this game? That would be pretty special. Wouldn't you agree, JR?
That would be great, kid.
Purely hypothetical this time, but the kid is on base. Now at the dish, I believe that's Jackson. No, who's that? Oh, yeah, he's not on the roster. Sorry, folks. We'd love to get you his name and all of his information, but he's not on the roster sheet, so we're unsure of who he is.
A bit of a mystery man right now. Let's see if he can make his name present with a big hit right here.
Oh, certainly. Look, Eric on the mound, certainly shown a great pitcher, but, he's primarily a shortstop, and Cubs have taken advantage of it. They got some nice hits off him, as Delamico showed right there. That was some solid contact. Good piece of hitting right there from the kid from Westchester. Product of, what grammar school did James go to?
Visitation.
Shout out to Visitation, as that's going to be just high. That looked like a good pitch to me, but
Visitation right near LAX. Let's see if, hopefully not, the Aquinas high will fly out of here. Let's see if we can stop him down just for a bit.
most definitely. Hopefully we can get Aquinas to pack their bags, hop on the next plane back to San Bernardino, but down 9-0. Not looking great so far at this point, but never count them out. These boys are known to do a comeback or two as they're going to get an early base. So 2 runners on. Could be something brewing here in the bottom of the 6th for the Cubbies.
This is how it starts. Let's see if we can get something brewing here as the cup begins to stir.
Now batting is Jay Shea. Shout out to Jackson. As we've said, dual sport varsity athlete, football and baseball. Shout out to the Loyola freshman baseball team representing very well here. They are really loud in the stands, and they're showing a lot of support right now, as that swing by Jackson is going to be a big hack. But he's going to swing right through that one. Swinging with a bat made of cheese right now, the Cubs are. Not a lot of hits.
Not a lot indeed. Let's see if we can end it on a high note, though.
Hopefully, we can turn those cheese bats into wood bats, as that pitch is going to go way in on Jay Shea. He did not like that one.
Looks like we see Torres played a bit of shortstop, showing his duality there.
Certainly, Torres is a great player. We saw him get a lot of good hits. I believe he the one who hit the home run? I think he may have been.
He was also the pitcher as well.
Yeah, he's the pitcher. He's hitting dingers. So, bit of Shohei Ohtani action. Shout out to Shohei Ohtani. But, yeah, shout out to Torres, on the other team, but game-recognized game. Certainly a great player.
Certainly, as him and Delamico begin to converse.
One can only imagine what they're saying. When two elite athletes like that square off, I'm sure they have a ton of advice, some trash talk, some wisdom to share.
Very true. We need wisdom right now, and we need heart.
Oh, certainly the Cubs need to step up their game right now, and a big hit right now from Shea could be a huge factor in getting them back in this game. But Shea's going to drive one to left center field. Should be an easy play. Some miscommunication. Who's going to catch it? No one catches it. It drops right in.
Miscommunication.
Got the bad news bears out in center and left field. No one's going to make a play. That drops right in between them, and I am positive that they are going to be getting an earful from their head coach. That's what coaches hate. They position them exactly right. That's really, with all due respect, that's just the player's fault. They got to communicate better than that. Real sloppy play by Aquinas there. Golly.
Bases loaded now, as who is that on the mound? That is Adam Magpok.
At the plate.
At the plate, sorry.
If Magpok, he has pop. He leads the team in home runs with 5 dingers. If he could get a jack right here,
he'd
be able to cut the lead almost in half. First pitch, Magpok is swung on, popped up down the third base line. I think that's going to be out of play. No play for anyone to make a play on that one. And ball game is over.
As we keep this alive, the ball game is not over.
Heart of the Cubs order just coming up now. That was a big factor in the win on Tuesday. They really got the bats going in the right time, and the lineup happened to work out for them as well. So let's see if Magpok can drive one. We know he has power out of right field, and that is where balls tend to fly out of the yard. So Magpok, let's see if he can turn on one and get it out of the park.
Let's see if he can turn and hit a home run as he does best. Plenty of college interests and a few offers, I do believe.
Certainly LMU, one of the interested schools. A lot of interested schools. And Adam, a great talent, a lot of speed. As the pitch to him comes in, and he's going to foul it back. And the count moves to 1-2. Magpok cannot strike out here. That would be an absolute rally morale killer. Needs to at least get the ball in. Let's just try and get a run here, folks. That would just be optimal.
Magpok is keeping them on their toes here.
Coach Bueller working hard in the dugout. I can see him. Magpok to pitch. Swung on and fouled back. He was all over that one. Just couldn't quite straighten it out. But if he sees that pitch again, I have full confidence that he will drive that one to wherever he wants in this ballpark.
Magpok here, and all these boys today have making a lot of contact. Just can't connect in the right spot with the ball. What do you think about that today, Frank? What do you think was our most factor that brought us here?
I mean, I think it's a game of inches, as I've been stressing all game, as the pitch to Magpok comes in and is going to miss the zone. 2-2 is the count. I think it's a game of inches, and the inches have not been going to Loyola. Besides that fly ball there, that seems to be the first break the Cubs have gotten. Aquinas has just really played pretty mistake-free baseball. Not a lot of errors. None errors besides that. They've just been really on the ball. Loyola, on the other hand, playing pretty well, but a little sloppy here and there. As Magpok gets a single. Run is in to score. Delamico scores. Shea's back into second safely. Close play there. So Magpok comes in big, and the bases remain loaded. A little station-to-station hitting, and the Cubs are on the board here in the bottom of the 6th. I love to see that.
No more goose egg on the board. Hopefully we can keep playing, but if not, we won't go out completely bad.
Certainly not. We will not. No. Just getting one run is huge. Being able to get a single run across is a big difference than getting shut out, respectfully.
Folks, listening at home, I advise you to put on your rally caps as this rally hopefully starts.
Do all of your traditions. Do whatever you need. Turn your cap inside out. Turn your cap inside out. Wear your underwear inside out if you so choose. Do whatever you want. We need all of your love and support. We need to feel you through this screen right now. Cubs maybe got something going here in the bottom of the sixth to fight for their season as Tino Valdez steps into the plate and takes a ball.
And Tino is a fighter, future D1 player.
Tino Valdez in the box. He's going to get the pitch from Eric. Valdez is going to swing and hit this one to right field. That's got some carry, but going to be caught by the right fielder. Runs coming in to score. That's number 22. He's going to score. Shea moves up to third. Magpok will hold at first. So 2 outs now.
Even
Cubs
with
tied up, get a run back. 9-2 is the score.
the rally caps are loosening, but hold them on tight, folks.
2 out rally. Hit it up the alley, as the old saying goes.
You're a man of saying, Frank. I like that about you. Let's see if Luca DiPaolo right here can change something for our baseball team.
Pitch. Pickoff attempt. Not in time. Magpok back in time. Magpok speed. You're going to have an elite pickoff move to get him, and that was not, frankly, an elite pickoff move, with all due respect to Eric. All due respect. Pitch going to be swung on and hit foul.
Let's see if we can get that contact going in the right place, because we know DiPaolo has power.
DiPaolo not showing a ton at the plate thus far. I'd love to see a bit more production out of him. What do you think?
Very true. He is a D1 future player. Let's see if he can prove that right here.
Definitely, that would be nice. As DiPaolo gets ready for the pitch, it's going to miss way high over his head.
Another headhunt right there. I feel like in a way they are getting scared of his big prowess and big stature. Frank, how are you feeling right now about this?
Let me tell you, I'll be feeling a lot better if DiPaolo comes up big. Let me just say that. I'd love to see DiPaolo turn on one and drive to St. Sophia Greek Orthodox Cathedral, or even to Papa Christo's out on Pico Boulevard, as that's going to be fouled back towards the first base line.
That is going near the streets. Hopefully it doesn't hit a car.
Oh, certainly, that'd be horrible. You never want to see an auto accident. Just destruction of property. Horrible to see. DiPaolo plays defensive lineman as well. Certainly one of the biggest guys you'll ever see. Very, very, very built. As Magpok is off stealing, he's going to be safe at second. Gutsy call there with 2 outs, with 4 outs remaining in your season potentially. But I like it, honestly. I love the call from Coach Bueller. He's showing a lot of tenacity. He's not going to back down. And he is not going to go down easily.
Coach Bueller is a very gutsy man. So let's see if he can keep that up.
Most certainly. So now second and third of the Cubs. 1 and 2 is the count to DiPaolo. DiPaolo needs to come through big here for the Cubs if they want to have a prayer of getting back in this game. 9-2 is the score here. 2 outs at the bottom of the sixth. The pitch to DiPaolo is going to be low. Count is full, I believe.
Say a prayer for us at home, everyone listening. Let's see if we can get some going here with 2 outs, 2 strikes, and 3 balls.
3-2, 2 outs, second and third, playoff game. Losing this is what you dream of in your backyard when you're hitting off the tee, folks. Moments like these, you train your whole life for. Let's see if DiPaolo can come up big, as Eric is now pitching from the windup. He steps off.
This dream is slowly turning into a nightmare for the Cubs. Let's see if we can turn that around. It's going to take a lot, but we can do it.
I have faith in Luca. Here's the pitch. Gonna be outside. Wow. Great take by Luca. Eagle eye, excuse me. Right on the outside corner. Does not even bat an eye. He's going to take that walk, and the Cubs have the bases juiced. And now, don't look now, a dinger here would make it a 3-run game. This game is within striking distance. If the Cubs can come up with a big hit here, that would be great.
The rally caps are tighter than ever as the catcher is on the mound talking to number 10 right now. What do you think they're saying?
Probably just settle him down. You know, that reminds me of one of the things we're learning in our curriculum, the catcher in the rye. Hopefully bear with me here, catcher in the rye. Hopefully the Falcons won't be successful in holding the Cubs to 2 runs here. Hopefully they will be able to score more. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 1. Big swing there. Carson Chavez, obviously, as I've said, he was el hombre in the game last night. Big hits. Got the walk-off win, obviously. So I'd love to see him come through big here again as the pitch comes in. He's going to line that one. Oh! Good play there by the second baseman, jumping to snag a liner. Stealing a hit from Carson Chavez. And the Cubs end up getting 2 only. They get on the board, only score 2. We're heading to the 7th. We'll catch you in the 7th inning. See you later.
See ya.
We're back here, 7th inning, Loyola. Cubs down 9-2, no outs, nobody on. We got Nathan still on the bump for the Cubs. He's been pitching well.
A lot of baseball players, JV and freshmen, coming here to watch these varsity players play. Big inspirations and a lot of D1 talent. Sad to see it like this.
That pitch is going to miss. Nathan, honestly, has very much impressed me with his pitching ability. He's been really able to find the zone, get the hitters to do as he pleases, and make them look like little kids up there. I've been very impressed with his pitching ability. I'm excited to see him next year. He's only a junior.
Very true. Hopefully him and Magpie can lead this team among some future sophomores as Delamico, Walter Urban, and hopefully Nathan Guerrero as well.
Oh, yeah. A lot of young talent here at Loyola, so no matter what the outcome of this game is, I think what we should take away is the future is very bright. We've seen Walter Urban make some stud plays. We've seen James Delamico get a base knock. We've seen Augie Lopez playing very well. That's just very inspiring to me personally. It makes me really feel that we may be in for some good times here as Cubs.
The sun is shining and the wind is calming down.
That ball's hit. Fly ball. Urban making the play. As we're talking about young talent, makes a nice play in the outfield to get that catch. Shout out to faculty member Mr. Hayes standing out in right field. He is always at every single Loyola sporting event. As I said, he's also a veteran in the Marine Corps. Just a great guy, always sharing wisdom with the boys in the library. Just a great presence on campus, and he is one of Loyola Baseball's biggest fans. As you can see him behind the right field wall, intently watching So shout out to Mr. Hayes if you're watching this, Mr. Hayes.
Shout out to Mr. Hayes. Shout out also to Danny Portillo, who is sitting here with us.
Pitch comes in, gonna be squared up, but popped straight up. DePaulo working for it. Misread it, overran it. It's gonna drop just over his head. DePaulo unable to come up with the ball there. With Loyola Cubs baseball up back against the wall, this could potentially, if they don't get the W today, be the final game of the John Malloy Broadcast Club season. We will be broadcasting graduation. We will be broadcasting the baccalaureate mass, but this could potentially be the last sporting event that we have the pleasure of bringing to you live. So we want to say thank you for an amazing season, tuning in for all the sports we've done this year. Football, lacrosse, soccer, basketball, volleyball, all of them. So thank you for that. Really means the world to us that you guys have tuned in.
It does.
So thank you. Game is not, 7 runs. It's possible.
Tomato.
Certainly seems more surmountable than 9. I don't know why, just in my mind. Seems like 7 runs, yeah, that could happen. 9 runs, I don't know. So 7 runs in 1 inning, certainly easier, as that pitch is going to miss low. I mean, the Cubs just really... if we're being honest right now, Cubs were not the better team. So far, have not been the better team. Made a ton of errors, not putting good at-bats together, barring a few. So, when it comes down to it, can't be that mad they lost it, as they get the backwards K. They're strikeout looking. Fire the ball around the diamond. Another strikeout. Back to Jug he goes.
Very true. And I don't feel the real strength to start chanting shoot after that strikeout, as it is slowly dwindling away with 1 more out.
2 outs to go. Cubs have 1 out this inning. 3 outs the Cubs have. Win or lose, a lot of takeaways you could take from today's game. You can take away the future Loyola has. You can take away the effort these boys have put in all year. You could take away the support these boys have from their fans, from the other baseball teams, JV and freshmen, from their parents, from all the people at Loyola, wishing them well, hoping for them to succeed. So it just really is pretty inspiring. Win or loses, that ball's jacked in the left field. It's going to be foul. Hit pretty well, foul. Really is inspiring to be able to see something like this going on. Wind is really picking up here, folks. Sorry for any feedback.
Spoke too soon, folks. The wind is going hard right now.
So, yeah, most definitely, Cubs have been working hard all year.
They have.
And
sadly,
there's no clock in baseball for a reason. Game is never over.
Very
it's one
true.
Of the very rare sports. There's no clock. But I don't know.
We're gonna need something here, clock or not. And it is 5:55 in California right now, if you're watching from out of state.
Sun is dwindling in the sky, but it's setting later and later due to summer. So, yeah, beautiful day. Bit breezy. But other than that, temperatures have started to drop, probably 70s. Beautifully clear day. Sun is shining bright. Here's the pitch. Strike 3, backwards K. Cubs get out of the inning. We're heading to what could be the last inning of your Loyola Cubs baseball season. Let's hope that it's not. We need all your support, all your rally caps this inning. We'll catch you in the bottom of the 7th. Stretch time here from Hernandez Field. right, we are back, 7th inning, bottom of the 7th, and to continue, we were talking about young talent. We've got all of the young studs for Loyola up this inning. We've got Augie Lopez and Walter Urban and James Delamico, sophomore, freshman. This will be the lineup that we'll be seeing for years to come, so pretty fitting to have that potentially be the end of this year. So this could be a murderer's row like the 1927 Yanks for years to come. So Augie's going to hit that ball.
There was a murder today, and hopefully it won't end with our baseball team. Let's see how this will shape up.
Not quite sure what that means, but it's okay.
It means
Lopez ready for the pitch. He's going to miss that one inside. Lopez not going to swing.
It means we're losing 9-2, Frank. The sad truth. But hopefully we can switch it around right here with this great underclassmen batting lineup.
Certainly. I mean, you could fast forward to 2024, and I think you'll see all of these guys committed Division I with blue check marks next to their name on Instagram, as that's going to be a check, something that stays fair. Lopez with good speed is not going to be able to beat that one out. But these are all going to be high-level players. May potentially see them play some pro ball, just like their head coach, Sean Bueller. Hey, shout out to Coach Bueller. Now 2 outs remaining for the Cubs this season. Hope is getting thin, folks.
They meet on the mound to assure themselves that this is all they need to go home.
Not quite sure what
win.
they're meeting for. Up 7 runs. We're getting 2 outs to win. But maybe they're just excited talking about their post-game function plans. Not quite sure.
I mean, when a batter like Walter Urban is up there, you always want to meet. He is a scary person to go up against.
Oh, most definitely. He is an elite-level athlete. Definitely one of the better players you will see on this team, especially as a freshman. To be getting the starting nod, it's just so impressive, and he never ceases to impress me with his ability on the football field, on the baseball field, in the classroom, and just in life in general. He's an all-around stand-up guy.
As it rounds 6 p.m., our Cubs are not done yet and looking to keep it alive.
First pitch to Urban. Strike. Hold on. Sorry. Urban standing in the batter's box, taking a ball. 1-0 is the count. Here is the pitch. Missed low.
We're going to need something here from this elite-level athlete, as we keep saying, and that's what elite-level athletes do. They perform when it's needed of them most. Wouldn't you agree, Frank?
Oh, definitely. That's what separates the men from the boys, the good from the great, the Caesars from the Augustuses. They perform when time is needed. And hopefully Urban can do that here. He's up 3-0 on the count, so could get on base.
And we're all praying for that, and so should you be at home, folks.
Of course, Catholic school, Ignatian identity, very important to each and every one of these players, whether or not they're Catholic. Walter Urban is going to hit that one deep to right field. Back goes the right fielder. Back he goes. That ball is gone! Walter Urban, the freshman, comes up big for the Cubs with a dinger to right field. Touch 'em all, Walt. He is going to score, and the score is now 9-3. Cubs cut their deficit by 1/7. Wow.
Now, folks, that is what we like to see. Keep your rally caps tight on as Walter gets the team and stands hype.
Listen
Frank,
to me
how are
right
you
now.
feeling?
That was the first homer Walter Urban has hit as a Loyola Cub on varsity. I guarantee you, I'll bet my life on it, it will not be the last. This kid is special, and he will continue to be a joy to watch for years and years to come here at Hernandez Field.
As we see in the bullpen, all the seniors, juniors, and everyone else, even down 9-3, rally around Walter as he gets his first home run. A true brotherhood.
Oh, most definitely, you are correct there.
Let's hope Delamico can get on base or copy Walter and get another home run. We are down 6, folks. Not impossible.
James Delamico, another freshman. Could he come up big for the Cubs? I really think he could. He's an elite level player. He has an insane work ethic. You'll see him on the tee, taking tee swings all day, every day. He does not sleep, I swear. He's studying. He's a great student, great athlete, and I think he's going to get a big hit right now. Bang. Oh, just missed. But if that was in the strike zone, he would have turned on that one and driven it out of the yard.
Let's see what he does here as the pitcher is starting to wind up. Let's see it. Swings and misses.
Big hack there.
Very big hack. And let's see if he can turn that big hack into a big hit.
I love what you did there. I love the wordplay. So Delamico getting ready for this pitch. Here it is. Ball's going to miss low, and he's going to take a pass. So Cubs, 2 straight runners. The young Bucks, the freshman, coming up big. Delamico's on-base percentage, 1,000.
Very true. We've looked at all these underclassmen, and now let's see if these upperclassmen, seniors and juniors, can get us out of this and save us. What do you think this would mean for the upperclassmen if we can get out of this with a win somehow?
It would mean everything. I mean, that would be truly wild. One of the great moments in Loyola sports history, no doubt. Up there with the 1975 National Football Championship or something like that. Probably like that. Pitching change coming in for Augustine. Or not Augustine, for Aquinas. So we'll catch you on the flip side of this pitching change, and we'll let you know who's coming in for the Falcons.
See ya. Welcome back, Cubs, as we see number 48 on the mound.
Quick roster check will tell us who that is.
48.
That's Cody Cameli, freshman. So another freshman. Oh, wow. A lot of young guys getting to play like
Freshman, 6'2", and a left-handed pitcher, a scary combination.
most definitely. Some of that stature at such a young age, you know that always vigilant. Not going to be picked up that easily. So looking to not hit it on the ground.
There may have been a bit of a pinch hitter situation that does not look like Delamico. He's not. 24 used to be Ryan Times, but he is off the team right now. Maybe they called him back to pinch hit because of his speed. Oh. We are getting word that it could be Jake Ariano, very fast on the football field.
That ball is hit deep to center field. Back goes to center field. He's going to make the catch. And 24 will have to retrieve the first field where he is. Cubs down to the last half. That was a good piece of hit right there. Right at the
Let's see if Ariano with his speed can somehow get to second, or we can get an absolute bomb here.
I really don't know what's going on. Are we sure it's Jackson Shea, the senior, the big man on campus, the dual sport athlete. Jackson Shea, the senior, the dual sport athlete, the TikTok star, is up to the plate with the Cubs down to their final out. He's going to take a ball outside to start the at-bat. He is looking to get the Cubs just a chance, just all they need, a sliver, a hope, a dream, a wish, a prayer. That's all they need here. The Cubs are down to their final out of the season. First pitch swung on, hit deep to center field. Back goes the center fielder. Back he goes.
This could be it.
And he makes the catch. And the Cubs season has come to an end. For many of these seniors, their careers have come to an end. As always, great game from the Cubs. Great effort, cannot ask for more from these boys.
Very sad seeing it go out like this, but this was a great run for our Cubs. Thank you for tuning in to the
Thank
John
you for
Malloy
tuning in,
Broadcast
and we
Club.
just have a few more words we'd like to say.
Thank you.
Just a few more words we'd like to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Frank Lichman. This is JR. Really means a lot to us that you've been watching, and next year we're on to bigger and better things. Loyola Baseball coming for that title. Watch out, everybody. We'll catch you next year, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you.
Catch you next year.